Hey, it's Caleb here. I'm running Unknown Armies, which is an awesome game from Greg Stolze. We're trying out the 3rd edition. So we ran a couple one-shots with the RPPR crew, and as it's a game about terrible people going to great lengths to gain power at all costs to themselves and to others, it touches on some very dark themes. The RPPR crew and I talked about this beforehand and made sure everyone was cool with it, but I realized after we recorded the games that we did not do something online. So this is a bit of a trigger warning to make sure that there are some topics of abuse in here. There are some topics of violence and particularly familial abuse that occurs in here because it is a dark story for a dark game. But I wanted to assure you that as I play horrible, monstrous peoples as NPCs, it is so that the PCs can react to me. I do not share those beliefs and find them as loathsome as you. So I just wanted to put that up front. Thank you for listening to the game. And if this is not your speed and not something you want to listen to, get on out while you can. And I appreciate you listening to RPPR anyway. And we hope to catch you on something that's a bit lighter fare. Thanks. Hope you like the game.
Hey, this is Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Unknown Armies, 3rd edition. Caleb was running the game. I don't know what it's called.
It's called The Great American Bakery Ascension. And this is not how Unknown Armies is supposed to be played because it's a campaign.
False.
It's a campaign-oriented game. But before we pick out who's going to be in the campaign, we are going to not repeat the mistakes of the past. I know
the reckoning.
That's a break from RPPR tradition. Normally, if we do something wrong, we will continue to do so endlessly. We're going to try and break from tradition. I'm including myself in that. I don't know what you're talking about. I said in tropics?
Yeah.
I said that wrong for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I might have said it right then, thereby saying it wrong. Yeah, I'm okay. See, I still don't know.
Yeah. There's no R.
Anyway, so we're going to try it. It will be kind of set in where I imagine the campaign's going to be set. So if we want to see these characters again, or their aftermath, or various NPCs that come up, we can do so. But I imagine this is going to be a bit of comedy of errors, both in and out of games, because no one really has magic. And,
you keep saying how this is a game you can play adequately without being supernatural.
Well, we're about to test that. I need more Rattler. Ross, explain your character concept.
Howdy, y'all. My character's name is Tyler T. My concept is he is a small business owner and former pyramid scheme victim. He owns a chain of vapor stores, e-cigarettes and whatnot. So I haven't thought of a name yet.
Now I want a vapor store. Like, where's all your vape stuff? No, this is a vapor store. You owe me for walking in here. So like you're breathing it right now.
Yeah, you're breathing product.
Those oxygen bars that were really trendy a few years ago.
My identities, small business owner, good old boy, and pyramid scheme victim. And rage is cheaters and crooks. My noble passion is be an honest businessman. And my fear is looking like a fool. And I owe Wendy, the thing that's linking us all together, is because she helped me out when I was trying to pay a meth dealer off to keep him from killing my friend, and Wendy gave me the time necessary to raise the money. So I owe her quite a bit for, not getting me and my friend killed by Tammy the meth dealer.
Yes.
And her guns.
Very good.
Yeah.
Bill?
This is Bill, and I am preemptively sorry. I'm playing Scott Kirkland, who is a Freemason and an electrician. His rage is millennials, his noble passion is work ethic, and his fear is the other. His notable distinguishing characteristics are a MAGA hat and a paunch. And he's not quite sure how he owes Wendy.
Armed with nothing but a MAGA hat and a punch, he went forward.
Not quite sure why he owes Wendy, but all he knows is that artery that was at like 75% blockage just cleared up one day.
Nice. All right, David?
Hi, everybody. I'm David. I'm going to be playing Daoud. I am a Muslim acrobat. I traveled with a circus. I injured myself once. They let me continue performing, and after the second time that I got injured, unfortunately, they had to leave me behind. My rage is hospitals because they charge you way too much money. My noble passion is injured animals because when you've got a broken arm, you can take care of the sick tigers. When you've got a broken back, not so much. My fear is heights, and I owe Wendy because she squared the hospital debt. Maybe she provided insurance. Maybe she gave them money. Maybe she just told them, I'll let this one go.
All right. Works out. Dan?
I am playing Peter Tillman. He is a veteran trucker, or a veteran who is now a trucker and a blues musician.
What instrument does he play?
Harmonica.
Ooh, okay.
Does he have the vest?
So since he's a trucker, does that make him then a blues
On windy
traveler?
days, does he
Yes.
make weird sounds like a wind chime?
I see how they suck up to the GM. That's
I'm just sorry.
So am I.
I have a fear of insomnia because I need to sleep when I can sleep, and so I don't fall asleep on the road. A distinguishing characteristic, 5 o'clock shadow and a brutal knife scar on the left forearm. And I need to pay Wendy back for hiding someone I found that was a victim of sex trafficking.
I don't think I gave my distinguishing characteristics, but I don't have them written down yet either.
Mine wrote themselves,
Yeah.
so...
Douchey haircut and e-cigarettes.
Duck Dynasty t-shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Clouds, which you are chasing.
I guess now I have a distinguishing feature of
Easy.
vest. So,
Yes. Full armor.
Lean into it.
All right.
I'm
So
going to go for long clothes and olive skin, which is very distinguishing here in the freaking Midwest.
though it is against the game's ethos, we're all going to, in the spirit of trying it out, hop aboard this railroad. So you are all at Eclectics, Eccentrics, both possessive. They sign in a large former slaughterhouse that's been converted into a very big antiques, emporium, basically, in the West Bottoms district on the border of KCK and KC Mo. So you all are there at around 2 in the afternoon because you were given a text from that number that you were told, if you ever got a text from this number, considering what I did for you, you will be here.
I don't know why she couldn't call me. What's all this thumb shit about anyway?
So after Scott calls his kids and figures out how to open the text, he also arrives.
No, Grandpa, let me show you how to do it. You just have to push this thing here.
Stop going so fast! I can't follow it if you're going so fast.
With your goddamn
Show me how to do it, don't just do
and
it!
your Insta whatevers.
I'm going to get a hermitage. One of these days, I'm going out and that's my dad. Anyway, so you all arrive around 2 o'clock. The store's not open. So you're waiting outside. Everyone roll a die.
Just a D10. 6.
All right. So Scott, you pull up right as Peter's there. Veteran trucker meet MAGA-hatted motherfucker.
Well, hello.
sir,
Good to meet you.
good to meet you. Name's
Scott
Pete.
Kirk. Oh.
Judge each other's handshakes. Read way too much into it. All right.
Done
And
and
then, because it's funniest, Daoud shows up and joins this group of swarthy KC citizens.
Hello.
Pete, I'm going to let you handle this one. I need to return some phone calls. Talking with my voice like God intended.
I will try to say something Muslim that I heard in Afghanistan that one time.
Oh, God. All right, roll veteran.
Something friendly. I have to get under, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. 18 out of 50.
All right. He doesn't butcher. May God be with you.
Praise be unto him.
All right, and then to cut the tension with a knife, a Oklahoma boy named Tyler Teague, making the situation conceivably worse for now, shows up.
Howdy, everyone. Don't mind me, I'm just vaping. So, y'all here doing business with Wendy?
I want a shirt that says, "Don't mind me, I'm just vaping."
You trying to quit smoking? The best way to quit smoking, let me tell you.
I'll. Don't hop.
Oh. Well, I guess. Anyways.
You got batteries in that?
Reliance on caffeine is what got Steve in trouble.
All right. So the
Is that crack? Is he smoking crack over there?
So the door opens. There's Wendy. She's young. Scott would probably refer to her as plump. You know, the way we liked them back in the day. But she is dressed in vintage clothing, with polka dot patterns all over it. And she said, "Boys, come in, welcome."
Go on in.
I like him healthy.
So you come in. Eclectic Eccentrics is a labyrinth of shitty old furniture spreading across multiple levels. But it appears the shop's been closed, which is odd. It's the middle of a business day. But she welcomes you in. You could sit on any cadre of, old ass, crappy velvet furniture you wish.
This is good stuff. Back when they made real furniture, not like all this IKEA bullshit.
Scott, I mean, that's really why I got into the business. Do you need something for your home?
I was just admiring the premises.
All right. Well, if you find a piece you like, you just take it with you, and we can square up later. I know you're good for it. Anyway, how are you all doing?
It's been a long night on the road. Glad you texted me when you did. I was about to go out on another drive.
Oh, God. Well, you're going to need to cancel that. I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a pinch. It's kind of an emergency. And I need it, snappy. It's in the antiques business, you really have to seize opportunity when it comes to you. It's really the whole principle of the thing. And I need you all to help me because, you're really what I have. I don't really think it's in your expertise, but you're available to me, and you're big, strong men. I'd you used to help me move an apartment or something, so you can really handle this kind of work.
You have an apartment you wish us to move?
Oh, no, it's very different. So there's... I'm trying to think how to explain this to you. Normally I would use you for a more mundane sort of horse trading. That's kind of my thing. Yeah. Okay, look, there was a... Do you guys watch Great British Bake Off? It's really nice and relaxing.
I do not watch television.
Is that on the fucking Netflix?
Yes. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I saw an episode.
Yeah.
I was thinking about opening a fancy cake baking place, but it's really expensive to start one up. And I don't know any bakers. I don't know anything about it. But people are buying it, so I thought it would be a way to make money. So I watched an episode.
It's a cool story, Ty, so
Yeah.
you're familiar. All right. So here's the thing. They were going to do an American version of it because it kind of started dying off on the BBC, so they came here, and it's got sort of this pastoral vibe if I were decorating it, and they did it over on the Kansas side. They actually filmed it. Now, there was a bunch of hullabaloo about why it happened, like a big conflict between the two stars, but I have it on good authority that that's not true, and it was actually something a little bit stranger. So I need you to Get me the strange part of it, physically get it, and bring it back to me.
The strange part?
Yeah, so there's probably...
Is that a bacon term?
There's probably video of it getting strange, and that would be very useful. I'd clear it.
Oh, like a blooper.
You could call it that.
Oh,
you
okay.
could call it that. You'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
But footage of that would be great.
Uh-huh.
And that would just square you right up with me.
Okay.
There's also rumors of the sort of thing that was being eaten during the blooper.
Yeah.
As you said. And I am told on good authority that thing is... The food is still around and still good. They're cookies. So, if you could bring me those cookies, that would square you right up.
These aren't like pot-laced cookies, right? Or anything.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Look, it'll be fine. The 60s were a weird time.
Well, okay. Well, as long as we don't transport them over state lines.
We all made choices.
Well, it's on the Kansas side, so you will. But they'll be just regular cookies, I imagine, to most people.
Okay.
Now, I can't really tell you what you look like or what kind of cookies they are or where they are located. As a result of the blooper, it's a little poor resolution, you know. Like when the streaming gets bad and it gets all pixelated.
Yeah.
It's like that. You'll know if you find it. And then there's this penis cake. It's this cake that's shaped like a penis. Now, I don't know if this one's still around, but if it's rotted and stuff, I still would like you to bring it to me. And if it's still around, that's even better. And that would square you right up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a whole people make money on old famous cakes, like stuff from old presidential inaugurational balls and stuff like that. People like have 100-year-old cakes. It's worth a lot of money on the eBay.
That's it. He got it, guys.
Yeah.
So that would be really...
right?
That'd
Usually,
be really... Yeah, if it's frozen, that'd be even great. Now, that didn't feature... The dick cake did not feature on the show. But I'm told from good authority it was behind the scenes. So you're going to have to find someone who has access to that.
So you want the footage, the cookies, or
And
the dick cake?
Yes, and the three of you that get those to me are square. We're good. And the one of you that doesn't have failed me, and you owe me double.
Whoa. I mean, this whole thing is about labor, not results. I mean, this sort of like seems a little unfair.
What's about labor and not results?
Well, I mean, we're making a good faith business effort here. I mean, you can't just arbitrarily decide you owe double if we can't. I mean, is this transporting?
Make a level 6 self check.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
So for that, do I roll knowledge?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. 14, I make it.
Okay. Add a hardened notch there.
Okay. Well, that was...
So here's the thing. It's so severe you don't think it can be rational.
Yeah.
Like, you feel as if you've just had sex outside your sexuality and not, like, by gender, by, like, species. You feel like you've, burned down the house of someone you love. Like, how could you betray this woman? You said you would help. That you said that you would pay her back. How could you do that?
Okay, so I just kind of stare in the middle distance for a little bit.
Now, Tyler, I mean, I understand that, but it's not about labor, because I live in America.
Damn, Skippy.
And I live in 2017, and I'm about results. So you need to get me one of those things, or you need to owe me double. Interest is a thing in our society. It's important.
Also, damn, Skippy.
I'm so glad you agree, Scott. So you're good to do whatever it takes to get me these things I need, right?
Like a man.
I'm so glad to hear that, because it's gonna be a little bit hard for you. I think it's gonna be a bit of a stretch, but I mean, you're of the greatest generation, so you're a people known for adapting and overcoming.
Despite not at all being from the greatest generation.
She's a millennial. It's fine. Now, you're good with this, right?
Well, I can't say that I'm exactly thrilled about the idea of recovering a penis cake, but I think that the other two are...
I asked if you were good doing it. I don't care how you feel.
Yes.
Just to be perfectly clear about all of that. Just so you're okay. And you're...
Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've gotten across the state line.
Let's see. So that's great. So here's what I know. Happened about 6 months ago. Apparently the studio keeps it pretty hush-hush. I'm a little disappointed in myself in only finding about it now.
Wait, 6 months or 6 hours?
It's 6 months, and it didn't go through. Now they said it was a big conflict between, if you guys read Variety, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so the big breakup between Peggy Plum and Tim Vegas. They didn't.
Good job. Good fucking job.
Thank you. So apparently that that happened, but it's not like what happened. There's a lot of that in my circles. You'll find. So apparently what happened was the blooper, the little blooper happened, and that's all I really know about that. So here's the thing. Tim has approached me to find he's having some troubles, and part of my fee for helping him do that was this knowledge about things. And if you help me do this thing, Tim's going to be great. But he has apparently not left Kansas City since the filming of the pilots, so he's just in a hotel downtown. You could go talk to him and see what he knows.
Do you know which one?
She tells you a name.
The Savoy.
Okay, so, yeah, sure. Now, Peggy is in town to do an appearance with Tim because he needs money badly to keep paying for his hotel because he doesn't want to leave it. So she's in town showing off a new line of cookware with him that they've both endorsed. They've gotten over their troubles. It's a big thing. They're talking about the big reunion and maybe bring the show back. I don't think it's going to happen. But Peggy is also in town. Same hotel. It's where the studio works, so you could go talk to her. I wouldn't talk to them together. They don't get along really well anymore. And so Peggy's there, and then I am told in, my Googling that they used a lot of local TV people assets to film it. But where they filmed it, I'm not really sure, because apparently it was just some field in Kansas somewhere that had cows. Because that's apparently the set, and they set up a tent. But I don't know where exactly that's at, and it's important. I need to know exactly where that's at.
Would that count as the fourth thing?
No. You're going to need to know exactly where that's at, too, to find the other stuff.
Wait, it's just been in a field for 6 months?
Something has, I'm told, yeah.
So if all that's left is like a couple of bits that have been mostly worked over by ants, is that still okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you bring me those ants?
Oh yeah, no. If you want ants, I'll get you
They'll be
ants.
significant ants.
Significant ants?
Yes, you'll see they'll be different from other ants.
I saw them at the Hungry Eye back in '72.
Is this all GMO'd? Is that why? Because all the ingredients are GMO'd and they're all Frankenfoods? Is that it?
I mean, Tyler, are we going to have a problem?
I'm just trying to understand what I'm going to... I want to make sure I get it right.
No, I mean, you're not paying me back in understanding, Tyler. You pay me back in cookies and dick cakes and videos.
Okay.
That's the currency.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, that's what I know. Now, there's some other people that are out for this, and they don't play super nice. But...
ladies must love that dick cake.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's cute of you, Peter. I mean, a little triggering, but... roll on self.
What level?
I didn't realize this was a safe space.
8. You two. 5.
We're the goofuses of this group. David's going to be the gallant.
So I rolled a 59.
So what's your top thing on yourself?
What's your knowledge?
You defend with notice. It says so on the right.
Oh, yeah, it is defend with notice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I didn't hit it, so it's 59 out of 55.
You want to freeze or fight or run screaming?
Freeze.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that your mother would be so disappointed in you. You've really given up everything it means to be a man in this world or the next. You failed 2 generations of masculinity in saying that. What about you?
Yeah, I failed hard.
What do you have a right to say anything? You work for this thing now. This entitled self. She's on her cell phone now and she owns your ass. You're nothing. You're 1 foot in the grave. Not the time for you to speak. Time to drift into obscurity and the dust of history.
So it's a failure.
Yup.
How do you want to react to that?
I'll freeze as well. It's a good excuse to not talk for this scene.
So, look, as I'm sure Dawood, smart young man, is aware, and all of you have seen, my business model is not so much selling things. There is no gift as valuable as the gift given in return. So, I've given you something, and I survive off getting something in return. And when I don't get it in return in my time of need, like I was there in your time of need, my need grows greater. And your gift must grow greater too. And until I receive my gift, I don't think you're ever going to feel right again.
I'm already heading for the door. We'll find it.
Very good. Now look at the smart young man. You should go follow.
I will.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Diversity, tolerance in the workplace.
I visibly cringe as I turn around, but I don't say anything.
So I will let you all shuffle out the door and decide what you want to do first. You have Tim Vegas, Peggy Plum, and the local TV production scene of Kansas City.
Well, I might know some people because I've had to shoot commercials for my cloud chasing competition. I sponsored a local tournament for see who was the best at cloud chasing. That's a whole thing.
Is that drugs?
Well, they're e-cigarettes.
Sounds like
it's
drugs.
still tobacco. It's just it's a way.
Am I going to have to report you to Jeff Sessions?
No, he's all for e-cigarettes. The whole administration's for e-cigarettes. It's the wave of the future. It's tobacco without the cancer. It's totally safe.
There's actually no tobacco in those e-cigs.
Well, they don't know. I mean, it's easier for them to buy it if it is tobacco. The nicotine. If I know local people, I could use a small business owner to contact people who make videos, like commercials.
That could work.
Yeah.
I would also have a connection to a few of them just because, as an acrobat, they most likely have called for tumblers for different times when they needed a little pizzazz.
Someone should go to the Savoy, obviously, and talk to Vegas.
I'll do that.
Plum is there as well.
As a blues musician, I have a tendency to get backstage. So, this is similar.
All right. Where is Scott going with you?
Probably
of the lot
Team
of us.
Red State?
Yeah, Team Red State.
All right, Team Red State, Team Blue State.
Yeah.
I guess that means I'm Team Blue by myself.
Well, his name's Tyler, so he's probably...
I'm progressive.
He's probably under 40.
Yeah. I'm socially liberal, and
And I'm younger, but I'm military man.
You also drive a truck.
That's now his own small business owner out of his own truck.
So I'll contact a local video editor, video cinematographer, someone who shoots video. Shots.
Voted for the party, okay?
He shot some of my exclusive cloud chasing competition videos.
Okay, so that would be a roll on your skill for that. You're using your identity.
Yeah, I'm a small business owner.
And what's that at?
40.
And is this your obsession? Mm-hmm. All right, so you can flip this.
Yeah. 65. That's a failure either way.
Yep, failure either way. So you put a tick mark next to that. That goes up later.
Where do I put the check mark? At the top?
Just next to the identity.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can contact anybody who's done a commercial for any of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Using my acrobat, same way with Ross, 40%, but it is my obsession. Nope. 68, failure either way.
Okay. It's weirdly difficult to find anyone who worked on this pilot, like at all. From what you can find Googling, apparently they never shot pilots, and this is just bullshit. Because there's no record of ever having started filming. Not to mention getting multiple episodes in before it crashed, like Wendy says. So that's odd. That's strange. Can you pass me my book? It's got the bookmark in it.
It's that one.
Yeah. So you don't know anybody. Now, you do know that both Peggy and Tim would probably know people
Yeah.
in that. And you know where they are.
Right, well, I assume they were already going.
I'm on my way to Tim. Were you wanting to come along?
I'll actually, I'm not above watching PBS occasionally, so I saw
You
one
just don't
about...
admit it.
Yeah.
Fucking Coleman.
So I do know Peggy's age, and I realize that out of the group, I would probably be the best to speak to her.
So you're going to Savoy as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we're going to the same place with different objectives.
So Team Blue State, since you can't find anything out, do you want to go with them? Do you want to figure out your own angle beyond the plot hooks I've given you?
Team Blue State?
Yeah, that Team Blue State, you're Team Red State.
All right.
Can we try to make a connection with a different skill, or...
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
Well, this seems like it's got a little bit of a touch of strange to it. Like, the whole situation does.
Okay.
Since I'm a Sufi, which means that I'm a Muslim mystic, I think that there's a chance that if I ask around at the mosque, I might be able to use my connection skill to be able to get a hold of somebody who would point me in the right direction for strange.
So you want to roll Muslim for me?
Yes.
Okay.
27 under 80.
All right, so you go to the mosque with him?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. Yeah, I don't want to be alone for some reason. After I felt really weird in that store, so I don't
My
want to
presence
just.
is comforting.
Yeah, it's just like I want to make sure I don't want to be seen slacking. You know.
Wait a minute, I got the perfect line for this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Damn it.
Moments passed.
Yeah, the moment's passed.
All right, so you arrive at the mosque. It's youth board game night. You start hopelessly asking around about the Great American Bake Off.
Yeah.
To which one girl hears you, and she comes running up, and she's like, "You watch Great British Bake Off?
Well, how about
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that show. It's so good."
Well, and they were shooting an American one here, too. I mean, did you hear? They have Tim Vegas and Peggy Plum in town.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But Zeza came. Like they had the apparently all of the winners came, and they were there to open episode 1.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Yeah, and so they had contact with Tim and Peggy before things went south, and the boards are talking about because Zay's a queen, just the best. She was robbed in the Masters, but she was just amazing. And I've made all her recipes. I haven't quite nailed them yet, but I have. I'm working on it. I have a Pinterest. You know my Pinterest?
I can put it on the phone. Yes, I will put a pin in it.
Yes, she wants you to add Pinterest and follow her pictures. Of
Oh no, I have Pinterest on my phone. It's all e-cigarettes.
cloud measuring.
And now some puff pastries.
Yeah.
Puff pastries, there you go.
Yeah.
Synergy.
When someone's had a lot of your e-cigarettes, especially a certain variety, they will want those puff pastries.
Oh, yeah, synergizing. Yeah, it's a new paradigm. I learned business words.
So, they saw the shooting schedule, and apparently they say, someone said on the forums, under an alternate account, that we all know was on that bastard Randall, that it wrapped sometime around week 5, and that should have been like here, and it was in town. I just can't believe they got that long. They didn't post it until a couple months ago. I would have been there, standing in the field with those cows, watching it. But they wrapped it up around week 5, and then I don't know, it went wrong around then. But the forums, they figured it out based on when Tim and Peggy broke up and where they would have been located by the hotels from the Masters came there. And like they have like a search area of like where you could find the field where they shot the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Can you show me on that forum? I mean, that one?
Yeah. So she gives you like 2 square miles in Kansas that they think someone set a tent up in and shot a pilot for a American version of the Great British Bake Off. This has been collated through forums of various baking enthusiasts in the KC area, trying to determine what went wrong on their dream show. So they have about the corners of 3 different properties where you could wander through the woods/fields and try and determine where this show was actually shot at.
3 square miles is better than none.
Good old boy. Do I know anything about that area?
Roll?
What are the ways to flip?
You can flip once for any identity.
Any
If
identity?
it's your obsession, you can flip anytime you want.
Why not? That 91 becomes a 19.
Yeah, you know it. So there, you know that one of those properties you can eliminate its corn, unless they were shooting in cornfields.
It's no good. It's corn.
They
Someone
want
else
big,
needs it.
grassy pastorals, not like Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
So the other 2 are cattle, so you
It
can
would be
narrow
more
the search.
muffins of the corn.
Okay.
Or corn muffins?
Do I know anything about the people who own it? Like, if they're the kind of people who shoot, who don't give a shit if people are on their land? Or...
One's a factory farm, and
Okay.
one are family holdouts, if you recall.
Okay. Probably the family. We'll check them first, because, factory farm's probably going to be less wanting the show to interfere with the
And
harvest.
if the show were to offer the family farm money, that would possibly give them
Yeah.
Why would a factory farm want cameras on their premises?
ever.
So, you're going out there?
We'll catch up with these 2. So,
Okay, you go to the Savoy.
yeah.
All right. So you guys get to the Savoy first. Concurrently happening, Team Red State. Peggy Plum is there under an assumed name. You don't know what room. You just know she has to be there if they're going to promote it. Tim Vegas is here, and he stopped assuming a name because he doesn't go out much anymore. There has been some tabloid stuff you found online. He has not been very happy of people asking him any questions about the show, taking his picture, shouting his name, being near him. In general. So you can easily probably find what room he's in, because probably no one in the hotel is real thrilled with him still being there. So that would be some sort of investigator route. Or you could try and find out the secret name of Peggy Plum.
Actually, again, from having watched the show before, more than I would ever admit, I'm going to play an angle and assume that they're more than making a joke about how much Peggy drinks, and just go to the hotel bar and see if there's anybody, hanging out with a G&T.
What are you going to roll for that?
Freemason.
The secret drinking of Peggy Plum.
Hey, Freemasons are Shriners,
Yeah, exactly.
and Shriners can drink their weight in alcohol.
Exactly. And the weight of their tiny cars.
And the weight of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an odd 7.
They drink it straight out of that fez.
So she's in a very big hat and with very thick glasses on. But she is also a very old woman with a very large martini, sitting alone at a booth. So that's definitely her.
Okay.
You try and tamp down your enthusiasm.
I'm going to go sit at the bar.
In fact, make a level 2 self check.
I'm hardened.
All right, you keep
In
it
more ways than one.
You keep it together. You keep it together.
I haven't felt anything like this since 1987.
Reagan was alive.
So I'm going to go sit at the bar, order a Miller Lite, try to...
Really? Really try to impress this great British name.
No, for myself.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm getting started with that.
All right, fair enough.
At least get a high life. It's the champagne of beers.
All right, are you walking in and seeing him order a Miller Lite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go away, son. I'm working a trot line.
That's fair. I'll go to the front desk and ask to speak to the event organizer.
I got dibs. All right.
If you need pills, I got some for you, buddy.
Goddamn.
Yeah, go ahead and leave one of those.
All right.
I don't know.
These will wake you up. These will wake you up.
All right. So what are you going to ask at the desk?
Mostly I'm going to, just be like, hey, blues musician, I've got a following, I'm in town, I'm staying an extra night. If you need, I'm looking to pass the time, if you're looking for someone to put on a free show.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that you had some troubles about keeping some people happy, so...
No, it's fine. Billy accepts all our musician stuff, so you need to go talk to Billy.
All right, I'll go find Billy.
In there. So you can roll notice.
26 out of 50.
Polite interest until blues musician. So then it's boo, hard tank. Not the Savoys kind of crowd. So she is foisting you off on what looks to be a completely clueless bellboy who is doing less than she is right now.
All right.
You have been foisted.
Then I will talk to the bellboy and try to just kind of be like, so what's it like
Can
having...
you get your bag, sir?
Huh?
Your bags?
I don't have a bag right now, son. I'm trying to figure out whether or not it'd be good to check in here. I told the lady that I was a blues musician, but I'm actually a bit more than that. I got quite a bit of following, multiple record deal, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to figure out is how good people are about keeping secrets around these parts.
Oh, okay. I good? I've never...
I figured that you'd be in the know because you're the one that the front desk seems to talk about a lot.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
That you would know things, that you know what's going on here at the hotel better than anybody.
Oh, wow, good, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yeah. So I need
So
to...
are you on SoundCloud, or...
Yes, actually I am.
Miller Lite comes hurling in off the screen.
So somebody just get a screen cap of that CBS sitcom. This episode.
Shit my dad says?
Yeah. No,
Great indoor.
the one that the McElroy brothers rage against. The
Joe
one with,
McHale.
yeah, the one
Hating
about the
young people.
Yeah, the one about the Wilderness magazine.
The Great Indoors.
The Great Indoors. Yeah.
So yeah, I was just going to get information about the famous people who are here right now by pretending to...
Be more famous than you are.
All right, what, connect for that?
Hello, fellow teenagers.
could I do blues musician for getting
Does that
backstage?
substitute for connect?
No, that substitutes for status.
Well, status works. You're feigning that you have it, so that works.
Like most blues musicians. Yeah, since that's my obsession, I'll flip that to a not 4.
there you go. That's how it works. Oh, so yeah, I mean, we've had lots of classical musicians in here. Like a guy with like a big, the wraparound ones, the bell was apparently a big deal, and then a violin guy, and we've had real celebrities too, like really big ones. Tim Vegas has stayed here for a while.
Yeah.
He threw things at me once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, really, really. It was a waffle iron. Like, he demands room service, but he wants to cook it himself. But, it's just a regular room, so you have to bring him a waffle iron. And apparently it wasn't getting hot enough, and he really wanged it at me. Like, really, yeah. Whew.
So when I check in, what floor should I avoid then if I don't want to mess with that?
Well, just don't bring food to him. It's fine. But yeah.
But I'm talking about being disturbed because I got to be in the right mind space to do music.
He's pretty quiet. You just want to stay away from like 546.
Okay.
And maybe 548 because of the weeping. But aside from that, I mean, he's pretty quiet most days. It's just like a little bit of TV.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Maybe not on the 5th floor. Also, the ice machine's broken from where the waffle iron hit it.
Okay.
It's really moving.
All right, I'll slip him a 20 and then say, thank you, son.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And go on my way.
All right.
And then head up to the 5th floor.
So you tried to steal yourself. Tried to work up the nerve.
I switched over. I had one Miller Lite to start up. I tried to, make some subtle eye
Tastes like
contact.
high school.
Yeah, it does. Tried to make eye contact through the huge glasses, and then had the bartender send her another of what she was having while I jumped up to scotch.
Okay. He does so. He does not recognize Peggy Plume, so he gives you a bit of a look, but...
I'm old. Deal with it.
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever, man. So he brings it over, says it's from the man. She looks over and she starts drinking that.
All right. I'll wait just a moment and then head over there.
Roll notice.
Okay. Uh, 27. So yes, that succeeds.
So when he went over to give her the new martini, he took away an empty martini, and then she finished the martini she was drinking, and he took that away, and then he gave her a third martini, and then she's down half of that. And there's multiple napkins with rings around them.
Like a fish, in other words.
How many olives?
So she's been like drinking a lot, not like a Freemason a lot, not like a Shriner a lot. Like, holy shit, that's a lot for an old lady to drink. Like, maybe too much.
Maybe just enough.
Yeah. So she's apparently pretty soused.
Okay, good.
Or oddly stone cold sober. One of the two.
Ma'am, I just couldn't help but notice the beauty of your hat.
That's an amazing line.
Oh, thank you. I didn't expect to have many fans here in the States. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's...
Would you like me to sign something, or... I appreciate the drink, of course.
Hold on.
You know what you remind me of? My first crush, Margaret Thatcher.
I have no points to give, but I would have given it for that.
Fuck it, I'll go with that. Just trying to figure out whether it would be better to, pretend to not recognize her or what. But
Oh, I didn't. Thank you.
You remind me of a young Julius.
What a unique thing to say. I'm so flattered.
so you said something about fans? Are you? Should I recognize you?
are you playing coy? Just, I'm Peggy Plum from The Great Big Off.
Oh.
We just added the Master Series.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Well, I'm a baker of some renown.
Oh. Well, that's fascinating. I always respected baking. It's certainly good for a church dinner.
Yes, I suppose it is for many people. Good for a church dinner. A charity of some sort. Most would be suitable for such events, yes.
So y'all are filming around here?
Oh, no, I'm here to promote a line. We don't have an American show.
Oh. That's odd. I could have swore I heard something about there being an attempt at trying to...
She downs the drink. Are you staying, or...
Does this connect?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to tell me what to go after. So.
No, like, are you staying, like, are you buying
Oh,
another
yes,
drink?
absolutely.
Roll status.
All right. I'm going to go Freemason because it subs for status.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's an ot 6.
All right. It's
It's
quite
a
expensive,
success,
and you
yes.
have it, but you carry cash, like those
Yeah.
damn millennials.
Yeah.
So you can get her another.
So I'm paying in cash, obviously, and
Yeah.
like I'm known at every bar in the city.
No,
so
there you go.
Between that, and
You can
cash,
open a tab. That's where your flip flop comes from.
Yeah.
And you flash your ring and they know you.
Yeah. So it's just like, oh yes, yeah, have a seat. So yeah, we didn't really shoot in America. It's a very British show. Yeah. Drinks quickly as she drinks. Talks.
Damn.
You could ask her, well, I heard some bacon show. Geez, do you have competition? I could have sworn there's definitely a show shooting here in America.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I'm ultimately just trying to pump her for information and then other things.
All right. So you're just talking pleasantries.
Yes.
As you do it, she keeps ordering drinks on your dime. At one point, she says to the bartender, it's like, young man, you must take it from the professional. A big part of being in the food service is knowing your audience. And I know that you might be concerned with flavor mixture or some sort of balance. But I assure you, this needs to be stronger. And as an audience of one in this establishment, I think my opinion is unanimous.
Whatever the lady says.
But yeah, whatever the lady says, but you're smelling these martinis before you see them. She should be on the ground. You're quickly approaching the point where she should be dead. Like, she's in her 70s. She's pounding them. Nothing's happening.
I must say, I've always appreciated a lady who could hold her liquor.
She can in both hands.
Well, I mean, when you get my age, you really have to go all out, or it's what's the point of fearing things and going without so many years of that. Roll notice.
Okay. 39.
She's also pretty off-put by how much she can drink. Like, she's not uncomfortable about it in I'm an alcoholic kind of way. It's very much like a why can I drink this much kind of way. So I'll let you deal with that.
Yeah.
You arrive on the 5th floor. You follow where the man is trying to get the waffle iron marks out of the drywall. And you find the room. What are you going to do?
I'll stand and listen for a little bit.
You hear Rachel Ray,
Okay.
like loudly.
And here's how we make a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
You mean a Sammy.
We're going to put some arugula on this Sammy.
And then we're going to top it off with some EVOO.
And then you hear like some food sounds.
Like eating or making?
Like making, like blenders, stuff like that. And then as you're just standing there, you hear like some whimpering, like in between like whirs of mixers and like rolling pins and
Now, ham is
soothing
good for
tones
some
of Rachel
people, but we're
Ray.
going to put pins. Shut
Like
up.
in the pauses of the food porn money shots, you hear like quiet whimpering.
Okay.
Remember, Wendy knows this guy, so this guy's asked, like, he's the client that Wendy's working for. So her name, like,
So I'll just wrap it up.
Nothing.
Wendy sent me?
Just scrambling, just shit getting knocked over. A man opens the door. It's pale, a goatee that's turned into more of like a kung fu movie Fu Manchu. Just haggard.
And yet the tips are still frosted.
The tips are still frosted. Wearing a flame shirt and tidy whities.
oh, I know who this is.
Strangely, it's not.
It's another avatar of him, the Flavormancer. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I just... She sent me to help. So I came here to talk to you.
You have them. Oh God, come in. You have them. Thank you. It's been so long. He pulls you into the door and weeps on your shoulder.
Evaluate helplessness? Would that be appropriate here?
Yes.
15.
Oh my god, it's a different one. There's multiply. Jesus. One was bad enough.
15 out of 30.
Ross?
Yeah.
They
Evaluate
reproduce-
helplessness.
Yeah.
By
He's
mitosis, I
rocking
think.
about a
Alright, I need to drink one.
8.
So he's almost gone.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, hey, fellas, settle on down now. Just, she gave me some information.
Where are they?
Hey, that's why I'm trying
Are
to
they
talk.
in your pockets? I don't smell them.
I'm trying to figure out where they are, and I came to talk to you to get some ideas.
So you're not here to help me?
I am here to help you. I want to know where they are because I'm going to go get them.
Okay.
Nice.
You're gonna go get them though.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You know where they are?
That's what I came to talk to you about, trying to get some ideas as to where I can find them.
I told her I didn't know where they were.
Okay. So what are they? She didn't quite know.
It's the cookies, man. I told her about the cookies.
But she didn't tell me about the cookies. That's why I'm here talking to you.
They were.
Are we going to do it all for the cookies?
They were.
Hey,
I think they were chocolate, but they had mint flavors. I detected rose, but not too much rose. You could smell the flavor profile and the smell alone. The texture, flaky, soft, just melted. He just vomits forth food writer
porn.
at you.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's like a home and garden exploded into words at you.
It's someone reading one of those AI that was developed for
It's a food writer that's experienced that, in an attempt to describe what flavor they've written, has written every article they've ever written simultaneously, and in the hopes of paring down to what it actually is, and failing to do that. Just like if your food critique of one food was every positive food review you'd ever had.
So, in other words, he thinks these are the platonic ideal of cookie.
He doesn't think. He knows they are the platonic ideal of cookie. That's why they're cookies. They are not 18 adjective something puff cookies or cookies by a name of some Danish obscure bakery. They are cookies. The concept of cookies.
Okay. So then, all right. So tell me about the show these cookies came from.
It was the Great American Bakery Session. Bake Off. So I don't know why I said that. It was Great American. We're going to do the American version because we were selling so much merchandise over here. We were just shitty, freeze-dried dough, just shit-ass ingredients stolen from the bottom shelf, and we could just mark it up and it was a foolproof plan. We were shooting it, and it was great. The bakers, they all knew what they were doing. They'd all seen the show. They were all educated. They all knew to start their own drama, and we were really going to go for an edgy angle this time, not as supportive of the Brits, because you're Americans, and it was oh god, it was going so well, and I mean, she had a lot of substance. There was no style. The presentation was bad, but I mean, she or he got better. They got better as we went on, and I was really, I wasn't going to let them. They were going to be off the show, and then they brought the cookies out, and then something happened, and the show had to end, and I had to stop, and we had to stop the show. We had to stop them.
All right, so this she that got better. Who were they?
See, if I just had another one of the cookies, I would remember. I was scared and I wasn't thinking straight, and I told them to take them away, and get them away from me. And I told the boy that the one with the dreadlocks, and I told him that, and then he did, but I recovered, and I realized that I couldn't recover, and that it was over. Do you understand?
Yeah, that they took him away and the show ended before you could get him.
No, that it was all over. Do you understand?
So there was nothing left. It was all over.
What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? You're a simple person. You should know this. What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, or tasted, or felt?
I'll take out my harmonica and just go for a few bars.
Oh, you like music. You like sound. So why do you keep doing it?
Because it makes me forget.
Because you're pursuing something, right? You're focused on a task. You're trying to improve, correct?
Yes.
What happens when you're done? When you're done, you've played the note. There's no more notes to play. Everything is downhill. And that's the thing. I thought it would just be in one area, and maybe I could move on. I tried other things. I've tried knitting. I've tried working out in the gym, but it's all downhill. There's nothing else. It's it. You're done. What if you hit the note and you're done? What do?
Then I'll hit another.
No, it won't be the same. What if it's all disappointment? What if everything?
Then I'll bring
everything is just a letdown.
Then I'll show someone else how to get to the note.
Yes, and that's what you should do to me. Take me to my note. Give me my cookies back. And I need those, and I'll be better again. I can make them myself. And then we can maybe improve on them? He seems to almost throw up at the word. But he has to believe it's possible to keep moving on. Yes, we'll get better, and we'll improve on them. See, if I will get them, and I will tell everyone how wrong I was, and maybe he will come back, because I was wrong. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I was wrong, and they'll come back and fix me.
Who's going to fix you?
The cook.
Okay. Where did they come from? Like, they gave you a profile on this person, right?
That's for the other people. That's for the other people to know.
All right. Well, point me towards those other people. Who do I talk to?
He had dreads.
Okay.
His name was Kyle.
Kyle. Okay.
He was local. He worked through the college. He kept talking about it. I told him to stop talking about it. But you don't understand. I need the cookies so I can tell everyone how good they are.
All right, let me find Kyle.
And then I can apologize, and then it'll come back. The cook will come back.
Let me talk. All right, now that I know, I'm going to go talk to Kyle and find this cook, and we'll find the cookies.
I just saw the shape of the cake, and it was wrong, and it was vulgar, and I said no. The cookies, this one's gone, and it didn't matter what they made. And I did what I said, but I was lying. Like, they were good. They weren't bad. They were very good. But the shape of the cake, you can't put that on TV.
Yeah, you can't put penises on TV.
Yes, you know. And then Peggy, Peggy's not the same. Peggy's different now. You can't taste with her tongue anymore because she doesn't have the same tongue as the rest of us. So we just couldn't go on anyway. And I was just trying to protect the show, but I have to say I'm sorry.
All right, so someone's. Wait, is there any footage of these tapes? Like, is there any? Like, I know you did some filming. Is there any footage so I can figure out who Kyle is, or who this cook is?
I mean, they might have it. The studio suppressed it all. It didn't go well.
I can imagine not. How awful.
The dailies were bad.
Okay.
It was a bad daily.
You've had a lot of bad dailies, haven't you?
What do you know?
I know that you need those cookies so that you can get better.
All right, roll connect. Because he thinks you've overstepped your bounds.
Oh,
this is going to be bad. I've had way too much violence. Nope.
All right, we'll come back to that. All right, you're with Peggy Plum.
Yep.
What are you doing?
So, I hope you don't mind me saying so plainly, but shouldn't you be dead by now? Not age-wise. I mean, I've seen Teamsters not put back that much in an entire weekend.
Well, a bit forward of you, but
I apologize. I'm just concerned
you're an American.
for your
It's
well-being.
not your fault.
that's fair. We deserve it.
I mean, once you've seen the things I've seen and survived the things I have, I mean, this sort of clean living thing, I mean, I love baking and I love, flavor, sugar, cream, and then sort of like being a woman and having to continually deny yourselves these things sort of just seems farcical now, after the cancer. And just...
You're a cancer survivor?
Yes, I mean, I suppose, I don't want to take that name. There's some, very strong women, that I came up with, back in the heady cooking days of the 70s and 80s, before everyone started microwaving everything. We were really on the forefront of the revolution. The chemo and the things like that, I'd opted out. I didn't want to go through that. Those beautiful, strong ladies just reduced to nothing. They couldn't keep eating food down. I didn't want that. So, I mean, I announced that the producers were looking for a new way to continue the show. I just made my peace with it. But I don't think I was meant to go. Like, we announced to everyone this was going to be my last season. We were going to find everyone else. But, I just wasn't ready to go, I suppose. And it just went away.
It went away.
Yeah, the cancer.
Oh. Well, that's different.
I mean, what was the stage numbers? Look at the numbers.
2?
A 4? Is it 4?
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
That's a little creepy.
But apparently it was like just early term and it wasn't stage 1. So I just got out. And
Sure.
it was just a little scare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
To stage 4 and like
Yeah.
I worried I'd be forgetting things, but it didn't. It just went away that one day.
Which day?
Well, I don't really know the day. I don't know why I said that, but
But you remember a day you felt better?
yeah, we had a bit of a hullabaloo on the set.
Oh, the set of what?
The show. We tried an American version.
Really?
Yeah, we actually got a little way
Fascinating.
into it, but it didn't go well. Tim is unwell.
Oh,
I mean,
That's too bad.
you can see that in the papers now, so I'm not under non-disclosure anymore. But the poor man is just, he's too stressed. He can't handle the spotlight of big kitchen. And yeah, we had the announcement. I was going to finish out the show, but we do them in we do 4 episodes in 2 days. It's a very grueling schedule. We just make them change clothes and get back in there, but it's no worse than you find in a double at a kitchen. Anyway, we were going to have a bit of a celebration as we finished out the last 4 episodes. We didn't have time to do it over the course of weeks. Who wants to sit in a filthy cow field for weeks? And we were going to finish it out, but we needed to strike the next day, so we couldn't do it afterwards. We had a little bit of a celebration. And one of the contestants, whose name just eludes me at the moment, just brought in the most vulgar thing. I can't even say it. It was just this piece of anatomy-shaped cake, just the lowest of the low, and ended up giving me a piece. Now I didn't see it because I would never do something like that. But the person said that it was, they heard about what I'd said and they were very sorry, and I was one of their idols and blah blah. I mean, I'm grateful, but and then I ate the cake. And then Tim just went into a row over it. He was just furious because it was apparently shaped like a piece of anatomy. And then there was a big hullabaloo over this person. It didn't matter what they did in the technical. They were out. And Tim gets very fussy about who he is as a person. And how dare you do this on my show? And it got very heated, but I found myself getting into it, wanting the show to be good, and I'm very sad it didn't go. But I really sort of re-engaged that day.
Okay, but after that, you literally should not be sitting upright.
Yeah, I'm very blessed. It was a miracle.
Well, yes, the cancer, but also the alcohol.
Oh, I've only had a few.
100.
Have you counted the napkins?
Oh, a lady doesn't count.
That's a very good point.
So another woman comes up.
Okay.
I would like to see the manager haircut. Asks, are you Peggy Plum? Oh, yes, it's very fine. That was fine, thanks. At which point the woman says, could you maybe tell me when the American version of Great American Bake Off's coming up? Well, as you've read, we've had some difficulties, with it, but I'd be happy to sign something, and we're promoting my own line here, and I would like to, and then the woman says, you feed people, and that's a really noble purpose, but, feeding people is nourishment, and nourishment is life, and really giving life is the greatest thing one can do. And Peggy looks a little confused and starts talking about, well, I have children back in England, and this woman grabs her by the lapels and says, you don't deserve to deny my children life. Give it to me. Give it to me. And so she starts shaking Peggy Plume violently at the table. Back to the room as Tim Vegas tries to stab you with a steak knife.
That's a hell of a cut.
That escalated quickly.
Did it,
Gotta
though?
try out these conflict rules.
That's fair.
You're up.
He's coming at me with a knife?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm a veteran, so I will wrestle the knife away from him with fitness. Is that how that works?
All right, we do initiative, so you're going to use fitness, so what's your percentage on that?
As a veteran, it's 50.
All right, so you are better than him, so you will go first.
Okay.
He does not have surprise necessarily because he was looking twitchy.
I rolled a 34.
Okay, dodging, so he's going to have a minus 20 on his attack roll. He gets a 24. That's not going to make it for him, so he misses with the steak knife.
Okay.
Insult his culinary expertise. You should be using the French
So
chef
wait,
to
he
stab.
just
You should be
missed,
using the
or
French
did-
chef.
He just missed. Yeah.
Okay. So he hasn't grabbed a hold of it.
No.
Okay.
You were disarming?
Yes.
Okay. Disarming is... Thank you for bringing this.
I just want to clear.
You take a wound, all right?
Ouch.
You do get rid of the weapon, but it is a knife, and you grab it, and it cuts your hand, and it hurts real bad.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah.
I'm familiar with that pain.
Oh yeah, you literally have a knife scar on you.
Yes.
Now you have another.
A brutal.
You're not going to bring them. You're a disappointment like everything else.
Okay.
He's not attacking again. He's fallen to the ground, and he's kind of weeping. I did it again, didn't I? I've ruined the best thing. I did it again. I just can't. Tim, you can't get it right. So Tim just starts hitting himself in the head. He's having a rough time of it.
Yeah, I'm just going to back up now. I don't have the connect nearly well high enough to get through this.
No, but you do have something. You know those pills that you take to make yourself sleep? Just give him a roofie colada. He'll be fine.
You do know that Kyle has dreadlocks. It goes to...
The college.
I will say it's... he goes to Lawrence, so you could call.
Okay.
That's within driving distance. So,
All right.
you can find Kyle, who works in something with video production at Lawrence, and he's a Jayhawk, and he worked on that's Wait Limo Town. Anyway, at the store, this middle-aged soccer mom is shaking Peggy Plum violently.
Not for long. Unhand her. She didn't do anything to struggle.
Okay.
I will shake her back. I don't know. 13.
13? Okay. She's not expecting you to attack her. She will shout.
This is a citizen's arrest.
Oh god.
She brings out a whistle and starts blowing it very loudly
Oh, it's a rape whistle.
in the bar. She can't get the whistle to her lips, though. She's struggling. The bartender is deeply confused. All right, so Tyler and Daoud, you pull up in front of the Savoy as you see a bellhop going up to a large GMC van, at which point the van door opens and women come piling out of it in keds that are immaculately white, khaki capri pants of various sizes that they should be respected for and not body shamed, with haircuts that are functional, goddammit, because they work. And they go charging in, carrying purses and furiously searching through the purses.
I rush into the hotel as well. To
Why
see
do
what
all
the
of
fuck's-
their rear ends have the word pink, but none of it is actually in the color pink?
Only one is wearing pink. She seems to be leading them.
Of course she is.
I will rush into the lobby to see what's going on.
So you're following the women.
Yeah.
They are rushing towards the bar.
Okay. Do I see what's going on in the bar?
You come in, you see Scott furiously assaulting a woman
Yeah.
in front of the bar as the bartender goes, "Hey, man, hey!" He doesn't know what to do.
You saw her. She grabbed her first.
What?
I'm just trying to protect the elderly.
Peggy has gotten up and she started walking away, readjusting her big hat. So a group of women, a large woman comes in, and she proceeds to try and mace you.
All right.
So what's your dodge?
30.
30. Okay. She's pretty good at mace. She took the women's belts physicals. So it's a -10 to her attack roll.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
You are maced.
All right.
So you see this pack of women come piling in, and they mace Scott very hard in the face. You cannot see things very well, Scott, and you feel, is it snot? Is it blood? You don't know. Something comes running down your face. And it hurts very badly. She is making a continuous stream. Do you want to continue holding the woman that was assaulting Peggy Plum? Or perhaps try and block
Yeah,
the
no,
stream
I'll
of
try to block
fiery
this.
pain pouring into your eyes?
No.
All right.
Do I see
I'm just saying, you have a human shield, you might as well use it.
Tyler and Daoud, you run in. The large woman is Masic. The woman in the pink yoga pants has taken out an extendable baton, and it goes, and she's rearing back. What are you going to do?
Do I see the old woman? Do I see Peggy?
Walking away very quickly, yes.
No one's attacking her or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm going to rush over to her and say, "Are you all right, ma'am? Did anyone hurt you? Are you okay?"
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Okay.
I have to leave.
Here, I'll escort you. I'll make sure no one hurts you. Are all your possessions together?
The women are screaming, "We know about it!"
I'm going to dial 911 on my cell phone.
Okay, so you're going to get hit with the extendable baton then, as no one tried to stop that woman.
Yeah, that figures.
There's only 3 things there.
Your dodge doesn't count, because
I'm maced.
you are maced. She does miss, though, but she just takes out a whole dangling row of wine glasses. Just really cracks them down. Guy behind the bar is just hiding now, furiously grabbing for a foe. That's it. She's rearing back to swing again.
Okay.
I'm letting go of the one. I guess I already did.
Yeah. Oh, no, you have.
Yeah. But I probably can't see enough to know that that's happening.
Yeah, no, she's moved on. She's a little mace too. She's being carried away by the other women, the ones that aren't screaming, "We know, stop being selfish, think of the children," yelling at her as she flees into the lobby. A manager's coming in, totally perplexed. She's getting ready to bean old Scott again.
Yeah, all right. I'm protecting Peggy.
She is not good at this. Oh, wait, no. She is good at this. I forgot a roll for flip-flops. She wails on you. All right, I gotta do damage for that. Melee weapons. It is big. It is heavy. So that would be. Ouch. All right, so Scott goes down.
Okay.
You feel sharp agony followed by numbness, and then a deep sleepy feeling. As, oh God, you see a big, you don't want to call it a waterfall, but there's a seam that sort of opens in Scott's head, and his ear's very bloody. Is it coming out of the... there's blood. It's very ugly on the carpet. It's not going well.
Just on the carpet.
Yes, the carpet is injured. So yes, it's rough in there. It's not going great.
Let's see here.
So I just... yes, there is an assault happening right now in the Savoy bar. Oh my God, she brained him. I have to help. Send the police and a paramedic.
Oh, wait, I'll yell out, good old boy, coerce violence. Wait, I get to stand my ground to defend this helpless citizen.
Okay.
Wow.
19?
We're
That's a
standing
success.
ground?
All right. They will try and defend. They do not. They choose flight. So the women freak out. The large woman, just terrified, holds the mace at you.
I'm just like
as
reaching behind my back.
behind your back,
Yeah.
and defends the other as they drag their compatriots out. They run to the front, pile into the GMC van, and go peeling out from the roundabout. I'm going to let you all decide what happens next as I use the bathroom.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, do you show up yet?
yeah, I show up like...
Yeah, you see a group of women, hard evac.
I'm wrapping a bandana around my hand. It's just like, what the fuck?
I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to help him. Hey, manager, someone give first aid kit or something. You're liable if you allow this. Where's the security? So I'm yelling at security, I guess, or the manager to treat his wound. I don't want to touch you like this.
Now that is a question. Is there a treat wound skill?
That is one of the features on some identities.
Yeah.
Or
It's probably knowledge if all else fails.
yeah, I don't know if there's a default. Does treating wounds just default to knowledge, or do you have to have that feature?
You have to have that feature.
Yeah.
It's bleeding a lot. You should put something on it, maybe. Oh God, so much blood.
Yeah.
I'll take care of that. I've had to hold guts in people's stomachs before.
Well, I did call the paramedics, and I
am
not.
just being nice.
And
I'm
I
just
am
being nice.
uploading the pictures that I snapped of both the GMC with the license plate.
So
and
as
the
you're
one with the
like-
Can I
battery.
do veteran military jargon to like snap somebody into moving their ass and helping?
Oh, they're moving. They're calling everyone they can. The concierge is screaming, "This is a safe space. You are not welcome here." So you realize that in a conflict, everyone calls the cops, but still one side typically only gets arrested.
Yeah.
And since the other side has left, that side is you. You should probably leave really quickly.
Well, he needs medical treatment. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll pick him up and carry him to the hospital. So,
No, we are not.
Trucker, I'm gonna smuggle him out of here and get him to a hospital.
All right, roll it.
That's a 22 out of 40.
That's a
That's a
critical
strong
success.
success.
You
Yeah.
realize that you shouldn't go out the front where people are beginning to block the door.
Uh-huh.
You should go out the kitchen entrance.
all right.
Yep.
So you all ditch out into a back alley, dragging the bleeding Scott from his-
Carrying him. We're out of fitness.
He's also blinded. So
I mean,
Yeah.
was I unconscious? I thought I was unconscious.
well, you
Am I
got
still
your bell
unconscious?
real wrong. You're okay. You're moving.
Yeah.
You're not sure where because you're still blind.
Hello? Billy?
It is okay. We have you.
So
No,
you
we have you.
you
Not-
escape
Not
because
they have you.
Yeah.
they will have to
Actually,
review some tape.
no, that needs to happen.
Well, okay.
Someone in a foreign accent just said, "It's okay, we have you."
Oh, is that a fear check?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, yeah. Helplessness.
Oh
You're
god.
blind and they have you.
All right, defend the
ISIS.
status.
The attack has finally come.
Red is 10.
They found you on Twitter.
I passed, 35 out of 40.
All right, Dana Harden.
You prepared for this day. What would John McCain do?
Think of golf.
Yeah.
Think of golf. You'll never break me.
Hanoi Hilton.
All right, you're dragging him down the alley. Yeah.
All right. Get to one of our cars.
Yes, you managed to do that. They haven't put up a dragnet because they
Yeah.
weren't expecting a fight between a bunch of soccer moms and a cadre of random men.
That's true. Didn't you all know a doctor or paramedic?
I know some Teamsters.
That's not what I asked, and you know I didn't ask that, and that has nothing to do with this. Good old boy, do I know a paramedic or a vet who can?
Got a skill or an identity for that?
Yep.
You gotta make a case for it.
Good old boy. I know a lot of old,
Oh,
Actually, wait. Freemason actually subs for Connect.
okay. You might know a doctor who's
Yeah.
a Freemason.
35 out of 70. No, 53 out of 70.
Yeah. You
All right.
know a doctor who's
Yeah.
he's part
Take
of
me to
your
Dodo Jimmy. He patches up racehorses.
Yeah.
he's part of your bowling league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Are you telling us this?
yes.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
Because I am convinced
As
that I
your
am
eyes
not going to
burn.
be beheaded.
Yeah. What? No, we don't. He's not going to. What? Why are you talking about a ransom? There's no ransom.
What do you want to talk about on your way to the doctor's office?
What the fuck? I guess this shit is worth a lot of money. Everyone's after this.
No. So, I mean, let's just get all of this right out there. Apparently, she had, like, capital C cancer.
Uh huh.
And it just went the fuck away.
Oh, it's because the ingredients are GMO. That's probably it. I've been listening to InfoWars. They got all kinds of stuff about it. It's a
Wait, who's the MAGA hat?
He is a good old boy.
Stay in your lane, Ross.
All right. I'm sorry, Alex Jones. Art Bell, sorry. Art Bell. No, it's GMO food, you know.
So
my
does
cousin's
GMO
really into that veganism stuff. She talks about how these frankenfoods are all really bad.
All I know
Maybe they're superfoods.
is she said she felt a lot better once she ate from the penis cake. She didn't say it was the penis cake. She was, trying to be decorous.
Classy.
And all that. But yeah.
She's a classy broad.
All right.
Yeah. She ate some of the penis cake, and apparently it cured her cancer, and now she can drink like it's going out of style.
Awesome. I got wolf. Ooh.
Well, apparently these super GMO foods also can make you capital C crazy pants, because that's what's happened to old Timmy upstairs. Apparently there was something in those cookies that was...
So, penis cake good, cookies bad.
Well, cookies made with super weed heroin.
Yeah.
Cookies very, very good. You just don't want
weed
to
arrow.
Oh, synthetic marijuana. That's it. It's spice.
K2 cookies.
I were celebrating.
K2
Synthetic marijuana. Yeah.
Well, Daoud and I narrowed it down. He
Call them K2 from now
There's
on.
2 fields we should look at, but they narrowed it down.
And there is also something else.
Yeah.
Well, the thought occurs to me.
Yeah.
How many places can there possibly be here in Kansas City that make a penis cake?
Well,
It's a baking show. They were baking.
It was made by a contestant on the show.
we know about
But
2
if it is
contestants.
made by a contestant on the show, and it tastes, well, and it looks that much like an organ, clearly this person has had some practice in making them.
Or she bought a mold from the internet.
One of those shops out on the interstate.
Yeah.
Well, let's. I guess you mentioned Alex too, right? The guy with the dreadlocks.
You mean Kyle?
Kyle, sorry, yeah. Kyle.
Yeah. So, like, I got a lead on possibly the footage or maybe some contacts on the contestants. Some student named Kyle was getting some credits done out there, but I've got some contact information on him.
Well, I can try small business owner, see if I call up the media department and say, hey, I need some commercials made. I heard your students do freelance work. I heard good things about Kyle, where it has dreadlocks. Can I get his information? Do this ad for my e-cigarette store?
Are you guys mentioning Zesa and
What are you rolling for that?
Small business owner.
Alright, see if the Jayhawks sell their student information to random vapists.
Well, I'll give them my information.
I'm just saying, roll for it. I don't know if it happens or not.
Nope, it does not.
Is
The
it your
term
obsession?
is
It is, but an 85 does not.
Can't flip it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still a failure.
the polite term is vapotoriumist.
Inventory.
Holy shit, that's the name of my store.
Vapotorium.
Vapotorium?
Yeah, Vapotorium. It's got a Hogwarts theme. That's why. It's the number 5 vapor store in KC.
In the greater Kansas
Almost
City
to number
metro
4, baby.
area.
Cut to a guy behind a vape counter hearing the Harry Potter theme on repeat.
Yeah.
Just looking at the gun under the counter and thinking about it.
Well, it's not
worth
just
it.
it's not just that. It's the dubstep remix.
The Vaporwave.
Oh yeah.
Wait for the drop.
Slow down 300%.
All right, so you arrive. I don't know his name.
Donut Jimmy.
Dr.
Super Donut
Chaz Bollington.
Dr. Chaz Bollington,
Sure, why
a
not?
pediatrician, is unsure what to do when you come bashing into the waiting room. But as the children are terrified,
Of course they are.
Well, of course they are. They just saw a Muslim.
he ferries you quickly into the back room. It's like, Jesus Christ, Scott, what the hell's going on?
Feminists.
Yeah. It's the radical feminist agenda. They're with her.
I have footage of the attack.
I don't have anything for this.
You don't have bandages?
I mean, I do, but like this needs stitches. I mean,
You can't
I've got a
just-
trauma kit.
Yeah, just stitch them up.
Okay. Scott, like, we got kids. They're real freaked out right now. I got a really good physician's assistant. Like, this is hard so I'm gonna need you to bite down on this.
All right.
And we should probably eye wash you first. So he takes you over to the emergency eye wash station. So you come back up, and he has the staple gun. It was in a sealed pack, though. So then it's only a level 3 violence check.
Are you hardened to that?
Actually, you
Violence.
are.
I am. I have 5 hardened in violence.
All right. See this shit all the time. So we just
Start
start.
at the temple and work your way down.
Oh, God.
All of you make level 2 violence checks if you're not hardened to that.
Oh, violence 3. Woo!
Violence 6, baby.
Well, Wendy knows how to pick them. You really should get to an ER.
All right, we'll do that.
Wait, should you not wash it out with rubbing alcohol?
It's sterile. I know what I'm doing.
Look at it.
As he like staples his head shut on a race car bed.
Yeah. I'll take a lollipop.
What happened to you? Did you file a police report?
Yeah.
Lie.
As all of us look shifty about the room with the Muslim.
34 under 35.
He believes it. It's like, you gonna make league night?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I've had worse.
Okay, alright, that's good.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, you should go out back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
you
take the
should
back
go out
way
back.
out. Yeah. Don't worry. It's no worse than I got down on the Paseo back in 75.
Yeah, okay, man. Save it for league night. We're good. I'll buy you a beer. Tell me all about it. But,
Sounds good. Yep,
have
we're
patience.
leaving now.
You gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch the walls.
There's some blood there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know there's blood there. You need to go.
Okay, are you sure? Okay. I'm taking another lollipop.
Unknown Armies, a game of terrible people.
It is. All right, what are you gonna do?
Actually, I took a handful of them. Does anybody else want a lollipop?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, you have a license plate. You know the name of a kid that worked on the thing. You don't know how to get a hold of him, at least not with your current approach.
Yeah.
You know 2 properties it might have been on.
And do you guys say anything about Zesa and Russell? Randall. Sorry.
Bastard, Randall, and Zesa.
Okay.
No, she was talking about past contestants on the show.
Yeah.
She was tracking the existence of them, and from their presence on the first episode, she deduced that it stopped filming around the 5th episode, and from the reports on their drivers on the fan forum, they figured it must be somewhere in a location. You basically talked to a Doctor Who fan about where David Tennant ate lunch somewhere in the 2nd season, and they could narrow it down to a few square blocks. Like, that's that. So.
Okay.
Doctor Who fans would be much more thorough than that.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dan.
In his defense, a Doctor Who fan would be able to tell us not only what the name of the restaurant was, but the
Guys.
entree.
All right,
This isn't the Aaron Gap we need to close.
Okay.
not the shark to die on.
So, I've actually got another idea for how to get the student's information. All right, he is clearly someone with dreadlocks from Kansas. Perhaps I should call the student union and suggest that he has expressed interest in volunteering at our mosque, and most likely they will give me his information on that because he sounds like the sort of kid who would be an activist.
Okay, you can roll that. Calling.
37 out of 80.
Yeah. Your cap is 90, by the way, in future for character generation.
yeah.
At character generation. But 80's fine.
Sorry.
Just exceptionally high. That's cool.
It was just a warning.
Yeah. They say, well, he's recently graduated. He's living in West Bottoms. He's got a job with the local television down there. He's filming a lot of the gentrification stuff, the weddings, the antique stores, the farmers markets, the renovations, stuff like that. He's sort of their on-site cameraman for that district.
Oh, wonderful. Do you happen to have an address or possibly a telephone?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I understand. He must have volunteered last semester. He graduated early.
Well, okay, so if I'm a business owner down there, can I roll, if electrician subs for knowledge, can I roll that to already, know of him?
Yeah.
All right. I can't flip-flop out of a fumble, can I?
You cannot flip-flop out of a fumble.
All right, that happened.
Okay. I can't think of how to fumble not knowing someone harder.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
Just carry it forward.
I'll
Screw
work on
me
it
over
for you.
later.
I'll screw you over later. So yeah, you don't know.
I mean, other than I know him, and for some reason he already hates me.
Yeah. You have an address.
He does have dreadlocks, and you are you.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty.
probably enough.
So we have a dress for Kyle.
Yes, you have an address for Kyle.
All right, let's just go.
All right, you got your head stapled together, and you might want to put your cap back on. The children were saying something about Santa got hurt.
I was gonna. You might want to keep your turban
So
on.
he's not bleeding anymore, but he's like not looking normal.
Yeah,
Like,
so- How many wounds am I?
You're bleeding a lot.
Wait, no, is he still bleeding?
No,
Okay.
it hurts real bad. You have a very bad headache. You look very gross. There's a lot of blood on your shirt.
I mean, you can probably just take a nibble off the penis cake and you'll be fine.
To be clear, I'm not allowed to tell how many wound points you're missing.
Oh, okay.
I am only allowed to describe how it feels.
Okay,
That is a game rule.
That's fair.
You're missing some points because it hurts real bad, and there's red everywhere, and you want to lie down, and your head hurts real bad,
all right.
and your vision's still kind of blurry. And did I mention your head hurts bad? Because
Yeah.
it hurts bad.
I'm gonna let you guys handle this one. I'm gonna lay down in the back seat here for a few minutes.
Should he be sleeping with a concussion?
Does he have a concussion?
Well, that's kind of why the pediatrician said you should maybe go to an ER.
Well, I don't
Because he doesn't have a CT scanner in
Yeah.
the pediatrician's office.
Did you see the size of the baton she hit him with?
I mean, we could.
I was.
If he does not have a concussion,
Okay, yeah, we.
I will eat his hat.
All right, we should just get rid of that. Oh, it's all covered in blood. Let's just throw it away. All right.
Hey, went out the window. Nothing we do.
Darn the luck.
Yeah. So, yeah, why don't we drop him off at the hospital anyway? So he can. I don't know.
Unless you guys are trying to keep me awake, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah, so you're probably going to die if we don't get you to a hospital.
Actually, with the second he starts
You don't know
to get
that.
off,
Yeah.
Like if you had a concussion or you just got hit in the head real bad.
Yeah.
You don't
It
know.
just hurts real bad.
It's fine. I'll take some ibuprofen.
it's okay.
Fine.
You can drift off into the embrace of Allah.
Yeah. well,
Yes. Pray for his death. That won't harm his
No.
proclivities against you at all.
I got a thought on that. If I say that, that's going to wake his ass right up.
all right. So another isolation test.
Yeah, there's your fear.
All right. I will defend with connect. This is not going to go well. Actually, it does. 23. So So
Increasingly
I harden
hard.
another isolation.
Very stressful time for you.
I should have ranked that pretty low, but oh well. You probably don't have to harden that. It's probably a pretty low check, even though it's a fear. All right. Anyway, but do you want to go on? Like, you're not going to let him talk down to you by mentioning his god that's not your god. How dare he do that? You're going
I'll
to forge
stay
ahead.
awake just to spite you.
All right, you're going to charge up to that loft apartment where Kyle lives.
Damn Skippy.
Here, have some water first. That'll help.
All right.
And add some. Do you want some? I have some energy bars. Left over.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right, are all four of you knocking on Kyle's door?
Yeah.
No.
What? By the way, I do. I have a gun in my car because I'm.
Pardon
sorry.
me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put that in my
I should
back
wait
pocket.
here in the car
Okay.
Yeah, that's
because
not.
I will startle him with my appearance, and you need to make sure that I stay here and I don't do
You're
anything
not going to
shifty.
startle him with your... It's just that asshole. Like, you're a regular human being. Like,
No.
Bill's playing an
what
asshole character.
Caleb, that's what I'm saying to Bill to convince Bill to stay in the car.
Well,
with
it's
me.
too late. You mentioned a law.
Yeah, no, I will not stay in the car with you. Either
Also,
you can get out
I
or
told
can
him to-
get out. We don't have to go up there, but I'm not sitting there.
Scott,
with you.
here, have a Vaporetorium t-shirt. It doesn't have blood on it. Your shirt has blood.
Good point.
Yeah.
He does have a Vaporetorium.
It is, however, a T-shirt, not a button-up, like a man should wear in public.
It's fine. It's the weekend. Fine. Let me go in
There's
and
an
change
owl
it.
coming out of a cloud,
Let me go
carrying a
in.
vape rig.
Exactly.
Let me go in and change that Casey's. I'm not getting naked in front of you.
All right, after you all maintain your toxic masculinity, do you go upstairs and knock on the door?
Yes.
Not all four of us.
I go.
I will go.
All right.
I'll stay behind you.
You stay with him. And also, if you see that van pull up, honk
Shoot
the
him.
horn.
Got it.
You have a gun too? Awesome. I feel a lot safer.
I'm not sure what this T-shirt smells like, but I'm not entirely comfortable with it.
It's an e-cigarette. Anyways, so yeah, we knock on the door.
So
It's
a
real minty.
guy with dreadlocks shows up. Hey, you guys need help?
Yeah.
Are you Kyle?
I mean, for him?
I'm not there.
Yeah,
You're
He's
not
totally in
there?
the car.
Oh, okay.
we're playing lookout.
Oh, yeah, I guess. What do you need?
You're the media guy, right? You're really good at making videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, where'd you get my number?
Oh, it's been all around town. You've been doing a lot of good work lately. Mind if we come in? I have a proposal for you. I run the Vaporetorium. We need some commercials done.
Okay, roll.
All right. Double down. 26, because I can flip it, because it's my obsession. So.
Yeah. Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I need work.
Yeah.
So you see a nice, lofty apartment, like someone's paying the bills, not him.
Okay.
But, you know, he seems fairly professional. He's got camera
Hope for the
equipment laid
best that
out.
Scott's not here.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, so what can I do for you? You want, like, vape commercials? Like, you really got to light
Yeah.
smoke right? And I don't know.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're
Last
vapor, but,
guy.
like, I can Google
all
it.
burned out. Yeah. It was all-
So I can handle that.
Yeah, we heard a lot about, my associate and I heard a lot about your work.
Lighting cakes
Yeah.
and baked goods.
Oh, yeah, I did that. They hired us out of the... I thought it was a really sweet gig, like, but then they didn't produce
I
the
see what
show.
you did there.
That's sweet.
What?
Well, we were thinking about doing ours out.
No, what?
Yeah. Sweet like a cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like dad joke shit.
Yeah.
God, it's so good I'm not up there.
Well, I'm thinking about, maybe we do a high concept thing where he's outdoors, like in a field, like maybe, you ever see that movie Highlander where they fought with swords, but instead they fight with vaping, and it's like in a field like the Scottish Moors or something like that. So you know any good fields we could shoot in?
Yeah, we got the floodplains. Like, it's right down here. You probably don't have to pay for that. That's like city land. You can just go out there.
Well, isn't that next to the highway and you're going to hear a lot of background noise?
Yeah, you can. I mean,
Someplace
we're
nice
going to do
enough.
ADR, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to do it
Okay.
in audio recording, are you? Like,
I don't know. Is that look? Are you familiar with it? That area? You think that's going to look good?
Well, some of the smoke rings might be good, but it's going to be hard for the action sequences. We really need something more pastoral.
Oh yeah.
so like the other place? Well, that
Yeah.
was the studio that set that up.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, I mean, I could show it to you, but I don't know if I could, like, get the guy's permission.
okay, yeah. Just show it to us. See if you have the location photos, or we can go take a look. We'll pay you to scout.
Yeah, do you have phones?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Phones with Google Maps?
Yeah.
Do I need okay.
Yeah.
So he opens it up.
Yeah.
Shows you. So you located... Yeah, it's this area here. That's where we filmed it. It was a fucked up shoot, man. Like, I hope you're not like that, but it was weird. So, yeah, that's where we filmed it. And that's where the cook ascended and entered the invisible clergy. For they professionally meet the most basic of human needs. They are the mercenary labor of the most intricate and familial of mediums, the art of a chemical science, the extraordinary care taken in the most fundamental and everyday human activity, the obsessive need to make something pleasant to all senses when it is widely known for only satisfying one, turning something you need to live into a special performance you need to feel like you are alive, performing an art in all conditions, and having it grow more important in the opposition, the memorable and the mundane, the beauty that keeps you alive. Cook.
Was that in the show?
The tent? Yeah, that's where we filmed the whole thing.
Yes.
Wait, what was that about ascending? Did you have a rig set up, like flying through the air or something like that? You just said the cook ascended.
Dude, what are you talking about?
No. Ishan is to worship Allah as you see him. If you can't see him, surely he sees you.
Whoa, this is a fucking religious thing. All right, everyone make a 3 unnatural check.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
All right.
You all heard that.
Defend with knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
38 out of 40.
Let's see, I can defend with my Muslim. And it's a damn good thing I can flip that one time. So that'll be 79 out of that.
80. Good job.
797. Yeah.
Okay, you can harden on unnatural.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Look, here's my business card. We're going to check the field out, and then my associate and I will decide whether we're going to shoot there or the floodplain, and then we'll call you tomorrow. Or you can just call me if you don't get a hold of me. But I really do need some commercials done for the Vaporatorium. And hey, if you ever come by the Vaporatorium here, talk to Aisha. She's my best employee. You can just get a free rig. What was that?
An egg timer is going off in the kitchen?
Are you cooking something?
No, that fucking thing's broken. I don't know what it is. Roll notice.
Suddenly, brownies.
That's a failure.
Success.
Roll again.
Didn't get it on the second one.
Doesn't matter. Write whatever that roll is down.
That's a 92.
You have a hunch about something. So you have a 92. You have to use it sometime. You get to pick which roll you use it for. That's a hunch roll. It doesn't have to be a success. You get a really bad feeling about something with that egg timer.
Well, we should get going. We have a meeting with the supplier, so it was a really nice meeting, Kyle. Anyways, we'll check it.
I'll get it off when you guys go. It's fine.
Here, let me.
No, I get out. I start backing away.
So you go over the egg timer. It's like, man, it's fine. It's okay.
I get to the door.
That's fine. It's like, yeah, you guys can just head your way out.
Yeah.
And that's when the large rafters that is used for his decadent loft lighting style come undone and smash down onto him. Okay. Everyone make a violence 6 check.
Well, I don't have that. Defend with fitness. All right.
All of a sudden, I'm feeling really
22.
bad about our choice to stay in the car.
I know, right?
Pardon?
That's a nope for me. So,
What are you going to do, Daoud?
freeze.
Okay. So you turn off the air timer.
Yes.
You get to the door.
Yeah.
Click.
This enormous, swinging, chained up thing just releases and crushes Kyle. And I'm talking like there is a wave and a splash. You see him twitching for a bit, and then he just looks at you and goes still and is just there.
I pick up my business card from his hand.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to-
They probably couldn't read the name through all the blood anyway.
I'm going to check his pulse.
You're not doing anything.
Oh, wait.
You're looking at him
I
with
grab
the door open.
Daoud.
Oh no, you were at the You're holding an air timer.
I guide Daoud out the door, and then we close it, and then we get in the car and we drive away.
Oh no, you're not done yet.
Okay.
You have to get your business, Scott. Downstairs, you're there. So where are you both hanging out?
We're sitting in the car.
Okay, you're
Playing
sitting in the
lookout.
car. You see some guys come around the street. They're very well dressed, though some of their khaki pants are a bit too tight. But very polo shirt and khaki. Very. I know how to play golf. Kind of young aesthetic, but they're younger kids. Roll notice.
Nope.
Your eyes are still stinging.
Very nope.
They look like outstanding young men.
They look like they have good work
Job.
ethic.
They have good work ethic. They look like they have jobs. They're not just,
They're
I mean, the fact that
finishing off society.
The fact that those pants are tight means they're probably frugal. They're not ready to buy
Well,
new
some
pair
are
of
a little
pants.
bigger around the waist. Some got some acne, but some of them are pretty good looking. The lead one looks like an upstanding one, football type. They come walking down the street.
Oh, this is sport.
They tip invisible hats to you as they enter the building.
Wait, is this an apartment complex where the doors are on the outside, or do you have to go in the building and then knock on a door to get? Or are these separate buildings? Sorry.
Oh no, it's a single building that's been turned into loft apartments.
Okay, so all the loft
Yeah.
apartments are inside. Okay, or the doors to them are inside.
Everyone roll a natural 3 in the car.
In the car. Team car.
Defend with knowledge. Oh no. No.
Also, no.
73 out of 45.
Okay. So you're not sure why the radio turned itself on.
Okay.
You're really not sure why it is very loud, or German, or a Hitler speech, specifically from, the Nuremberg rally, or why it's so staticky,
Or why it makes us feel right.
or why it cuts to the Alabama Shakes, Ain't Gonna Stop Me Now, in the middle of it after a brief hiss of static. You can roll notice.
All right.
That's not two.
19 out of 55.
Roll again.
That's an 88.
So I'm carrying a 42 forward.
Yeah. And you're carrying a fumble. Where do you want to put that? Dark Omen.
That's just a match. success.
Now
It's
you
not
can
a
fight,
double
flight, or flee because you both failed that. So how do you want to react to the fact that the radio came on by itself, started spewing Hitler at you before returning to its regular contemporary rock station?
Whose car is that? Probably yours. That you're the one who was talking about smuggling.
He's a trucker.
Yeah. Well, you can have a car too.
Only if this is his hometown.
It is, because that's how Wendy got me. She snagged
Okay.
me before I went on my
I
next
thought-
ride.
I thought we established it was yours, Ross, because you said you had a gun in your car.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
So I'm just going to... I don't know.
Well, that's also where he found the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how if you'd consider this fight or flight, but I'm just going to pop the hood and start tearing the radio out to figure out what's wrong with it. I'm a trucker. Automotive repair is my
Start
thing.
tearing into the car.
I'm an electrician. I'm going to help.
That's fine.
So you both start doing car maintenance.
Yeah.
All right.
Aggressive maintenance. That's fine.
Toxic masculinity. We got uncomfortable, so we have to take something
It's gonna go
apart.
great. All right, back in the room. You're trying to lead Daoud out.
Yeah.
You
Gotta take the
are
dash
working
pad
on
off
that.
first.
I'm guessing no one's a natural. Is it a 5?
Damn it! Where's my Phillips head?
On my natural, no.
All right, that's going to be a roll.
Fucking disconnect the battery.
Daoud, you're frozen, so you're good.
Well, that's what you get for grabbing the live side. Only touch the
22,
ground.
another critical success.
Nice. So Tyler Teague's holding it together.
Yeah.
He's salt of the earth.
My-
As the
Vape of the air.
as the laptop opens and you see someone, but no one. You just see random asterisks popping across the password screen over and over and over again. And as that you're happening, you see all the cabinets in the kitchen fly open. And as you see that happen, you see the now dead Kyle's pockets turn out. And as you see that happen, you see all the books start flying off of the shelf. And basically a full poltergeist routine in the house. Shit just flying everywhere. But not like floating, like it's... But you don't see anything doing it.
Like
Being pulled
invisible
on invisible
ransackings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shoving Daoud through the... We're getting out, post-haste. Exit stage left.
And then you see a hard drive
Yeah.
come flying out from one of the shelves. And you see the detritus around you as all of the shelves are emptied simultaneously. Sort of where you're standing in front of the door, spread outward in a perfect 360-degree circle. And then a hard drive comes flipping through the air and just smacks it at, like, without bouncing, just in front of the door.
Right in front of me?
Yeah, as you're trying to open the door,
Yeah.
a sort of path of detritus that would get in your way just sort of spherically opens, sort of perfectly in the path of where the door frame would open, and then right immiscibly in front of that, a hard drive smacks like the fucking hammer of Thor on the ground. You also notice Kyle's blood isn't pooling towards that area. It sort of also spherically separates from around it.
I grabbed the hard drive?
Okay.
I say, spirits, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Please don't kill me. Or my
The
friend.
door slams shut.
Oh, God. Please, come on. You know what?
Daoud, you wake up.
Yeah.
The room is very different.
Oh, God.
I had a strange nightmare. Oh my!
It's not over. Try the door. You're close to the door. Open the door.
No.
It opens.
Okay.
Go, 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 go. I'm the
Roll dodge.
I'm gonna flip that because I'm an acrobat.
That substitutes for dodge.
Yep.
So you pull your hand out just as it would have been shattered, as the door slams shut again.
Not that way.
oh, shit. Are there any windows nearby?
Yeah, really high ones.
Oh, God damn it. Fucking
It's the fourth story, yeah.
Goddamn hipsters. They're goddamn lost.
I know!
I look around. What's another one?
Here on the door. Hey!
Listen,
Listen.
I don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer.
I'm already over to the window. How high up are we?
Kyle, you gotta let us in, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going with it. We're
Kyle, I know you see it, man. It'll be easier if you just give it to us.
Fire escape.
Yeah.
All right. You realize that Hitler's probably not in the electricity system of this car. And come out of your feverish state of trying to fix that. What do you do?
Hooking the positive lead back up because this thing probably will need to start at some point and hoping his alarm system doesn't go off.
Yeah.
we were already in the car. It was probably disarmed. It's fine.
Yeah, but a lot of times they turn on automatically when the power breaks.
True. All right. Well, that was strange.
See a window open above you. See Daoud looking out of it frantically, sweating a lot.
fucking robbed the place. I knew we couldn't trust that
Shit's
bastard.
about to go down.
Yep. Can't believe I left my piece at home.
Here, take one of mine.
God.
It's a military issue. It's fine.
We're getting out as soon as possible. I do not want to talk to those people. And I do not
Fire
want
escape.
Yeah, no, I don't want.
Kyle, are you in distress? Yeah, I'll come help you.
I'd get my gun
Door
out.
kicks it. All right, you have a gun out?
Yeah.
So you see a bunch of, bekackied, nerdily dressed, college-aged kids
Yeah.
kick open a door. A handsome one. At your age, and Dawood, and you can recognize, they have real haircuts that you would call fashy.
Yeah.
Like Richard Spencer chic. They're you'd call them dapper Nazis. With your sort of instinct. They see the gun.
Yeah.
They are confused. They expected something other than Kyle smashed to death and the room completely ransacked. What do you do?
Coerced violence. Turn her, go away. Let's see here. Oh, that is a failure.
They recede out of the doorway.
Yeah. We get on the fire escape. We're trying to get out through that, so.
Okay. You hear someone scream, "Alar Akbar?"
God damn it, they're false flagging us.
Not well, though.
Yeah.
Because Alar isn't a thing, and Akbar is someone from Star Wars.
Yeah.
But do I hear it?
Yes, you hear Alar Akbar.
You also see my face.
Well, no, you would see his face not saying it.
Yeah, you see Daoud.
I'm trying to decide whether that matters.
God damn it.
All right.
There's a reason why I didn't save you from the. I waited.
Is everyone violence 4?
I'm at violence
Upstairs?
I am, yeah.
Yes.
All right. You know what gunfire sounds like. You also know it's not particularly well aimed, because there's kind of blind firing into the room.
Yeah.
But you know they're blind firing into the room in which you are currently at.
Someone
I
said
am on a
howitzer.
fire escape.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're moving.
Well established.
Yeah. So do we have to roll to escape, or do we...
You might.
Okay.
They're firing randomly.
Okay. What?
You could roll fitness to jump
Alright.
or dodge. If you have an identity that would beat that.
Yes, 16 on fitness. Out of 55.
All right, so Daoud, you start going down the steps. Then Tyler comes crashing out of the window, not through it,
Yeah.
but it comes opening very quickly out of it. You start hearing gunfire, and it's spacking through the windows around you. What are you doing?
Start the car?
Yeah. Does it start?
It does start.
Okay, I'll pile in
You were frantic, not incompetent.
to the side that's away from them so they can get to, so they don't have to run
It's
around
the
car.
German national anthem, or rather the NDSP's national anthem.
Can you turn that shit off?
Click the radio off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. We are driving away. I do have the hard drive, and we are getting the fuck out of there. So.
All right.
Run into some of your friends?
No.
So as you get to the bottom,
Yeah.
you see the door open in front of the loft place. As a guy comes out and sort of freezes.
Like a normal person, or one of them?
Well, it's one of the guys.
One of the dapper Nazis?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he sort of turns around and runs back into the building.
Okay. Yeah. We're still running away. We're just
All right,
trying
who's driving?
Pursuit?
Yeah, because they're going to drive right after you. All right, so this is a chase, because I also need to try those mechanics and see how they work. So this is a gridiron checklist for a chase.
Well, that's a failure on trucker. I'll mark that.
All right, you start neutral. You are the pursued. You want to move. So you failed, right? Mm-hmm. So you stay where you're at. And they also failed. So no change. So you see a RAV4 coming up behind you. Roll again.
Jesus.
Keep in mind, you have a crit fail. You could use whatever you want.
Well, to that end, I would like to search the back of the van for something like carpet tacks, something that would be a good makeshift caltrop. Oh darn, I've got a 92. I failed it.
You find pillows.
I fail again.
Wait,
No, he finds vials of vape liquid.
Piles of vape juice and pillows. They're plastic, though. You fail again?
plastic
Alright,
vials,
there you go.
plastic pillows.
Yes.
I need to stop rolling 8s.
They did not do it.
That one I can flip. So I'll do that. I'll flip that to a 15.
All right. You flipped it to a 15. All right, so you move closer to getting away, but they are just one behind you.
73. Can't flip it again.
Okay, crit success.
Actually, you can flip it all you want if it's your
What's your
obsession.
My obsession
Blues
is
musician.
Oh.
Oh, man. If only you were having a violin duel with the devil. Which could happen. They
Please,
crit
no.
success at a 22. So they bring you back down. You are burning through the streets, like really fast. They're honking at you.
succeed on that one.
All right, you're moving ahead, but you realize that it's not going to matter. They're going to bring attention to you, and some police are going to ask where you were at. So maybe you want to get them off of you before you outrun them. How do you want to do that?
Well, at least two of us have guns.
You could start firing in the middle of the city street.
God. Oh, God.
That will not draw attention at all.
Attention's already drawn. We've got to
Attention
get
is
rid of
drawn.
them.
You're driving very fast.
So is that struggle?
Do you have something that provides firearm attacks?
No.
Then you can shoot wherever you want. You ain't gonna hit shit.
I will shoot. God damn it. Stand your ground. Stand your ground.
As it runs away.
You try and right wing each other to death.
Yeah. 5. I make it.
Okay. They're gonna try and roll to not die. Holy shit. They fail that.
Okay.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
0, 5.
That's actually very good for you because you don't murder one of them. But winging through the RAV4 puts the fear of God in the Fashy boys. And they pull off real fast.
All right. What violent check is that for shooting at a human being?
Let's check the handy dandy sheet. Well, you didn't kill him. Let's go with a 2.
Yeah, violent. I'm hardened to 4, so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing that the rest of us have to make a 1 because holy shit, he just
There's
took a gun
not
shot?
any of us that a 1 matters
No,
to.
it's fine.
Just
Yeah.
pointing
Wendy
out.
knows what she's doing. All right, so you're in the car. Figure out what happens next.
Well, there's a hard drive that seemed really important in this apartment.
So that's
Kyle's
probably,
dead.
it's probably where the files are.
We didn't kill him. The
Sure you
rafters
did.
fell on him.
We didn't.
No, rafters fell on him.
Yeah, things of a nature happened.
No, rafters fell on him.
Okay,
A ghost killed him.
that's your story and you're sticking to it.
Or
Look,
okay, or psychic did, or I don't know, something. It's not. Fuck. It's really fucking weird.
It's probably the ghost of Hitler, considering the fact that we can't get him to shut up.
no
What?
kidding.
Is my car haunted now?
By Hitler, apparently.
God damn it!
Turns the radio on.
Fuck. Look, the Vaporatorium has a laptop. We can plug in there and see what's on the files.
Yep.
But we know where the farm is, and we should get there fast.
Yeah. Well, the
Because
Vaporatorium's
apparently
probably on
that's
the
where
way.
the cook ascended to
I can
heaven.
use the laptop as we're going there. So stop by the Vaporatorium so I can get my laptop so I can plug the hard drive in.
Okay.
And then we head to the farm.
All right.
So
who's good at roving through hours and hours of footage of baking show dailies?
Let's see here. That would be small business owner. I've had to edit my own commercials and YouTube videos for cloud
And
chasing
you've always
competition.
you've had to watch hours and hours of your own surveillance footage to make sure no one was stealing from you.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. That is a 69, which is a failure, a regular failure, though.
Nope. Bunch of baking. A lot of footage of things in ovens, waiting for it to arrive. Had a lot of cameras working on this operation.
But, I mean, it's cheesing it a little, but I've had to view my own security footage. Electrician, subs for knowledge.
Okay, that works out.
I'll flip that to a 48 out of 50.
All right. So is that your one flip or is that your obsession?
That's my obsession.
Okay. So your obsession with electricity. So you recognize that, like, some grip knew what he was doing, labeled the cameras pretty regularly. Also made sure the timestamps were the same so you get some rough time of day to sort of coordinate things. So you know to check near the end. So since old Tyler's not the one to do it, you're the one on that newfangled laptop machine that sees it. All right. So roll me an unnatural.
So knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me find what this would be.
45. 40 out of 45.
All right, you're hardened on that because that was a 5.
All right.
So you see Tim Vegas looking very good, and Peggy Plum
Looking very good.
looking good.
Actually, not looking quite as good.
Well, no, looking surprisingly well considering she has stage 4 brain cancer at this time or yesterday, according to what she said. If this is the last day of the show. Because when you coordinate, you realize that the party in which the dick cake was served was the night before the last episode was shot. And that last episode was apparently whatever drove Tim Vegas insane. So you see, and because you're a fan of the show, you see the basic shot. But the thing is, they don't have both over. They don't have coverage. They've got the basic over the shoulder, and you assume that there was coverage before of the person who's up there's face. It looks blurry. It's out of focus. It's not very well done. You see Tim Vegas looking at the cookies, which look pretty. They look amazing, actually. But that's the thing. They look amazing from an extreme long shot. They're cookies. They're not big. You don't have the close-up inserts. You don't have any of the shots.
Those look so great.
You can smell them.
Yeah.
They also don't look gaudy. They don't look overly dead. They just look like chocolate chip cookies. Like chocolate chip cookies. So you look at it. So you see Tim sort of like struggling, but consummate professional. He's like, mundane presentation. I mean, for a technical, we really expect more than this. This is really lame. And you can tell this is sort of a script. And you can also roll notice real quick.
All right.
You haven't gotten to the unnatural yet.
Notice. Actually, I'll go ahead and eat my 42.
All right, there you go. Is that a notice?
Yeah, that makes out of 50.
You notice Peggy sort of conflicted by what Tim's saying. Like, she knows she should be chiming in, but she sort of can't. She's sort of looking at the cookies. Tim goes on and is like, well, I suppose we should taste it. Gets the knife, cuts out a tiniest bit of cookie. He eats it. And all the way, you notice this, like, maybe they didn't have the audio in, but as you turn it up through the headphones, you notice that Tim's like, I mean, why did you do it this way? And you hear in response, and it's like, well, I mean, you know, this is a technical challenge, you really got to be here, and you didn't do so well last week. And then he goes back, he eats a little bit of it, and he just starts weeping. Just weeping tears. Then the out of focus part of the shot just turns white. You think the film is being burned, but you realize it's digital. Peggy sort of like reaches back, the camera goes unfocused, and sort of veers off. And as you fast forward, there's no footage on there. It's just people running around, gawking confused. You hear whispered, unmicrophoned conversations. Tim Vegas and Peggy Plum are no longer in focus. They're, in fact, out of the shot. You're just seeing part of the tent. And then you see, you hear shouting. You see some things being thrown. And it's just long footage of that before anyone turns it off. And then you eventually see at one point a man with dreadlocks walking through the sort of windowed part of the tent towards a tree. Mm-hmm. And then the footage cuts out. And then you see a just pixelated face that's looked like it's been intentionally scrubbed. Mm-hmm. And then you see what you assume is a confessional. How do you feel about what Tim said in there today? Just screams of static, like it's like, well,
beginning to learn to predict them and move them.
Yeah, it's hard to look at. Like, it's pixelated, but it's not. The pixels they're too big and also too small, and also not pixels and also not square, but not images, and it's sort of faceless. You feel like you're looking at someone who you know is there and who has been there for years, but whom you can't remember the face of because they aren't important enough. But you're staring at them. Imagine that sensation of like, what did your high school lunch lady look like? Try and remember that woman's face now. Only know that you're currently looking at her and still unable to do it.
So like a specific form of face blindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's a woman. You're not sure. And then that's it for the dailies of the Great American Bake Off.
Well, we're 1 out of 3.
Who's got that one?
Let's worry about that later.
Yes, let's worry about that later.
Oh, fuck. The Vaporatorium needs a leader.
All right, so you know that Kyle's walking onto a field towards a tree.
So we'd recognize the field and the tree if we saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the tree might help us, yeah.
He had a box of something.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure. You do remember Tim saying he wouldn't let them throw them away, but he had to get rid of them in his madness.
So he might have buried them.
Yeah.
Near the tree. So yeah, we are on our way there. So drive as long as possible until we have to, dismount and go on foot, and also look to make sure no one's following us.
All right, so it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's been a big afternoon.
Blunt force trauma, knife fights, Nazis.
Gun shooting.
Cookies.
Gun shooting.
Yeah.
Tookies.
I almost murdered a human today. That's
So you pull up to a farmhouse at night. Lights on, lights off. Stealth mission. What are you doing?
is the house occupied? Are there people? Lights on
For the
there?
love of God, lights off.
No, the lights are on. It's like now.
Well, I don't know if anybody was home or not. So
There are lights.
okay. Do we see the field? Can we see a tree out in the field?
Not really, but you're not really where that would be at on the property in Google Maps. So
Okay.
you're probably walking over a hill or two.
Okay.
Hither and yon a bit.
Is it possible to park just outside the property and then just jump the fence and walk to it without alerting them?
Yes!
Okay.
Let's do that.
Everyone knows fitness.
All right.
I'm a
Barbed
veteran.
wire jumping.
I'm fine.
33.
You know what?
With a plume.
I'll go ahead and I'll burn that 88 since I failed anyway.
Fuck yes, you will.
I also matched fail.
God damn it, olds.
What do you mean olds? I'm probably younger than you. I'm a veteran, not old.
I
could have done my
like
two-
an old.
Could have done my 2 tours in Afghanistan and came back.
I can't hop this. Somebody's gonna have to stretch her for me.
No, you tried and
No, if you match failed, you really can't hop it.
This is when we find
As
out.
you learn as a deep gash opens on the inside of your thigh where the barbed wire cuts into it. And you can't really tell who fucked it up first and like drew the eye wire tauter where you were at and who slacked it the other way, but you do the same thing. And so they are both bleeding from their thighs as you turn around. Trying not to shout.
fuck. God damn it! We should have brought wire cutters.
I think the electrician would have thought of that.
God damn, well, we're not
I didn't
eating.
bring the whole goddamn kit with me.
Dode, have you rolled yet?
I did.
Okay.
34 out of 40.
Not a nomad like you.
All right, because you're not trying to untangle your flesh
Yeah.
from the wire. You see a porch door open. Now they don't quite see you yet, but the jingling and jangling of untangling yourself from the barbed wire might attract someone.
Hold still.
So are you just going to freeze? Or is someone going to go over there and introduce themselves?
Let's see here.
Hold fucking still.
Yeah, hold fucking still.
Holding still.
I'm going to hit the dirt.
Okay, everyone roll secrecy.
Oh, I am not good at that.
I make it.
Neither am I.
But I make it 29 under 30.
I crit succeed that. 11 out of 15.
All right. You realize you shouldn't have all done that.
Yeah.
But that's why that cow wanders into frame in front of you. And stands perfectly between you and the man on the porch. Inexplicably.
Ghoster's daunting us. We're hungry. Yeah. Possess the cow. The ghost did. The ghost of Kyle. He wants us to help.
No, the ghost of Hitler. We've already established this.
The
Hitler.
ghost of Hitler, Kyle.
Man goes back inside.
There could
You
be
untangle your tattered pants, which are just in shreds now, bleeding, and it hurts. But you're in a field.
What else is new?
I do have a first aid kit in my car. Can I see that?
I mean, I can endure discomfort.
I have a roadside
but-
emergency kit.
I don't think any of us can actually use it.
We think we can, though. That's the important thing. It's the power of positive thinking.
In this game, belief that you can do a thing counts just as much as being able to do it.
So yeah, put some bandage on and we'll continue on.
I'll do it myself. You don't get near that area.
Jesus Christ. Sure. Yeah. No, you're responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah. Shh. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a quiet man.
Yeah. All right.
You're a John Wayne movie?
All right. Let's.
Also, yes.
We're proceeding forward.
All right, you're wandering through a field at night.
Yeah.
There are cows.
Good
Catties.
cows.
Yeah.
Pat the
The
cat.
bull's not out, thankfully. And you find the area. The grass looks a little unhealthy in a perfect rectangle that goes for quite a while. And you see a tree.
Go to the tree.
It is a tree.
Look around the base of it. Are there any disturbed areas of dirt or any clear areas like where the grass has been ripped up?
Notice.
All right.
I'm a Freemason. I know about burying occult bullshit.
Okay. Of course I know about marrying a cult bullshit.
22.
Okay.
Of course you know about
You know exactly the knot you would know if you had to bury something dark and profane.
Yeah.
You dare not speak its name. So you see Scott just frantically digging.
All right. Help him.
Wait, before you help. What's everybody's isolation at? Because this is a 3.
I'm at 4.
I'm at 3.
I'm at 4.
6.
All right. right.
knew what she was doing.
You're fine. You're failing at something that it's imperative you succeed, because Scott started digging first and said, whatever he finds there is his.
By right.
His by right.
Hey, I found the hard drive. The dude was checked out.
All right, so you dig. You find this box. You lift it up. It is a basic baker's box, like for leftovers. It's not even for presentation. All of you smell, and this is unnatural too, but I imagine most of you are
Past that now.
Yeah. I'm at 3 now.
Ross is fine.
Yeah. You smell freshly baked cookies, like out of the oven. The box in your hand is a little hot. You have a
I
cardboard
have a
box.
box of cookies.
Yes.
There's only the one box in there.
Yes, you see a box. You don't know what's in it, but you see it. It is not
fine.
There's
I
no
can
label.
smell.
It's covered in dirt. Okay.
I'll start investigating the tent area. See if there's any...
There's a cow on it,
I'll stare at that cow very intently.
eating some grass.
Okay, so as far as the dick cake is concerned,
Alright, sorry.
we know that it was served here.
It's okay.
Yes, the day before the filming where the cookies were made.
Yes.
Did I make any kind of rolls or anything?
And that means they would have probably have thrown it away, because that's one that they're not going to save.
You don't know.
Wait, there's nothing in the box?
You haven't checked.
Oh, okay.
It smells like
I have
cookies.
the box. It smells like cookies. I don't know what else we need to know.
We have to confirm that they're there.
No, we don't.
Oh, wait, shake the box. Are there things in it?
You taking the box from me?
We can shake it. Let's see, make sure it's not empty.
It's hot to the touch.
Okay. Well,
Sounds like something's in there.
All right.
all right, that's all I need to know. I just wanted like that. That's obvious. We don't want to contaminate it or break the freshness seal.
Damn Skippy.
So we just need the penis cake now.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
In the dark.
With the cows.
Are there any tables or tents still left?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's an empty cow field.
Okay.
Where they filmed it.
Well, I didn't know if they just abandoned it.
You could roll secrecy.
All right.
Got a lot better at that suddenly. Yeah, I made it. 21 out of 35.
So something happened here. Something profound. You don't know what it is. But maybe if you could somehow attach yourself to a moment where that did happen, you could learn something about, say, the origin of how it happened. Or maybe by tasting one of the cookies, you could understand the person who made it.
I would like to see one of those cookies.
I bet you would.
The cookies might help us find the cake. Can match the smells if she used the same spices.
Well, while I'd really love to be all fuck you got mine, I would be nice if at least 3 of us got things cleared out of this.
And you never know if we don't come back with all 3 that Wendy will decide that what you did wasn't enough. She's already changed the terms of the agreement once.
Be thankful she doesn't alter it further.
Precisely.
All right, let's have some fucking cookies. 1 each. Discipline. Like men.
But how many are there? We could just split a cookie up.
That's true.
So you open it. The cookies are stacked in a perfect pyramid shape. They are sort of melty and running over into one over with the chocolate, but not in any way infirm. They sort of stacked perfectly to the peak of the box. And as you open it, you realize that it's a little above where the box would have closed.
Or the box is deeper on the inside.
You don't want to think about it too hard. You also remember shaking it pretty vigorously, so unless they're glued together, they shouldn't be stacked like this.
They stack themselves. It's all right.
Yeah, Japanese have self-stacking cookies. Everyone knows that. It's the latest technology.
Who's first?
I'll do it. Fuck it.
Well, wait, we break one cookie up into 4 pieces. So instead of
So you take the top cookie.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're going to break it up.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you do so.
Then close.
Thunder in the distance.
Christ. Momentous cookie. All right. Wait, we should not all eat these at the same time. What if we all pass out or something?
Oh.
I'll
Yeah.
All right, a
You can
natural
go if you
7.
want. I'll
Odd 8.
keep watch over you.
Yeah.
I've got.
So I succeed.
Well, he
I
won't.
failed. That's a 96.
All right, and that's also a helplessness 7.
If you fail,
No,
if you
it's
succeed.
just both. You got a hardened and unnatural because something shouldn't taste this good.
And so now helplessness 7.
Yes.
At least I got an odd 6 on that one. So I failed the unnatural, but I succeeded the helplessness.
Cookie is real good,
Status.
but you are not rendered helpless by its majesty.
Oh, that's a crit failure.
That is a crit failure. That is very much a crit failure. You're welcome, Caleb.
See, I'm holding my part of the cookie. I'm waiting
So
to see what
you
they
fail on unnatural, and you both you take a failed notch on
Helplessness.
helplessness.
I succeeded my helpless.
I know, but you had to roll both. It's the leftover of an Avatar's Ascension.
Yeah,
like
yes.
it's fucking powerful.
It is a plot device.
So fight, flight, or freeze.
You know,
I suddenly understand why Tim loved these cookies so much. I need more. I need the cookies now. Thank you.
And Daoud.
I'm actually going to freeze on this one because I'm going to appreciate the majesty of the cookie and just be enthralled by it.
So you're still holding the cookies.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, Peter is coming at.
Pursued at 50%.
Okay. What's your pursuit, Peter?
21.
40.
Okay. Roll pursuit.
Nope.
All right. So out in the field, Scott has the cookies.
Yeah.
Peter gets an insane look in his eye
Yeah.
and just starts running after him.
Yeah.
Scott is smart enough to sort of limp run away with his injured leg.
The two injured people. I think
Yeah.
that's-
And head. Dawood's just sort of quietly weeping, staring at the chocolate on his hands while licking it and looking at the stars.
and I'm just holding my cookie.
You're here holding your cookie. You see, the cows are sort of mildly perturbed, but they're not too scared.
Yeah.
You see that Scott will run past a cow,
Yeah.
and then Peter will run past a cow, and the cow will moan and just burst milk out of its udder in sort of a sprinkler pressure. Just bursting forth onto the ground as he passes it.
Should I go ahead and roll? What unnatural is that?
4.
All right. Yeah. I don't have
Cookies
that.
need milk. The cookies need milk.
All right. 17. So that's another hardened notch. I'm getting 3 so far.
You're probably gonna learn some magic after this shit.
Yeah. I am just looking at my cookie fragment and putting it in my shirt pockets. Like Jesus fucking Christ. I will try and yell. Wait, I actually no. I'll wave it at him and it's like, hey, calm down. You want this?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh wait, where's the cake?
I need to know. Give me the cookie.
You already had one.
Let's connect.
All right.
You gotta get to him.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to use small business owner. I'm trying to make a deal. So, 22.
You throw me the idol, I'll throw you the whip.
Yeah.
God damn, alright.
Yeah.
So what are you coercing?
I'm coercing him to try and give me information
So
about the
22
cake.
will get him out of his fugue,
Yeah.
and it will let him know that you're going to really wail on something.
Oh,
So
okay.
connect will...
Meter.
Kill.
Actually, that's
You're out.
that's
You're good.
helplessness.
Okay.
You can
You're
control
attacking
yourself,
with
so whatever you want.
Yeah, helplessness.
Helplessness. All right.
You're a slave to the cookie.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Yeah, get your shit together.
So if you don't get your shit together and tell him where the cake's at,
Where is the cake?
you suddenly know. So the cook is wrong. They'd achieved it. They were close. They thought the Great American Bake Off was it. It was the chance to join the godhood. And when they heard that through arcane matters that a carcinomancer had cursed Mary Berry for firing them in the previous season. With Peggy Plum. Yeah, we all knew who it was. With stage 4 cancer. They knew what they could do. So they cooked a cake of fertility, a cake of life, to fight the death, and gave it to Peggy and cured her, of death. For as Godwalker of the cure cake, that is what they could make. And for their duty, they were cast from the show. Tim Vegas shunned it and cast them out and ruined their chance to join the true kitchen in the sky. But then, in their despair, they realized that the food was more than the person who eats it and the reward for it. And so they persevered. And they did their best on the technical. That was doomed. That was never to be appreciated. And so they became the cook. Through their humility, they ascended and joined the kitchen in the sky. And as such, you know that the dick cake cannot truly be destroyed by any mere mortal. And that it is currently in the freezer in the farmhouse where it has been for 6 months.
I just take out my gun, cock it, and stalk my way to the farmhouse.
So, in a way, he's answering you. So you don't get that coercion.
Yeah.
But he has a gun and he's stalking towards the farmhouse.
All right, I follow him with my gun in my hand.
Am I out of my food yet, or am I just still standing and staring in the field?
You sort of... You feel something wet on your leg. It's milk. Seems to be running in all directions down the hill, just in runnels. A sort of flood. And you sort of wake up. You see Peter stalking towards the house with a gun in his hand, and Tyler sort of confusedly following behind, as Peter doesn't really know if he should keep running with the box of cookies or not. Scott doesn't really know if he should keep fleeing.
No, I'm just going to the car.
I have keys. It's my car.
It's a country road. You didn't lock it.
You didn't lock it, but it doesn't have keys in the ignition.
Oh, yeah.
Electrician.
Yeah. Should it come down?
It's a newer car. You can,
Even better.
yeah.
So, Dawood, what are you doing?
Are they really going to murder the farmer?
What? Okay. I don't know. I just asked him where the cake is. I guess it's in there. We should.
Oh, the cake is in there. You can feel it throbbing.
Freezing.
Wait,
I don't know.
do I see Scott going across the field? Scott, come on, the cake's in the house.
And
We need the cake.
you don't need the cake. I don't need the cake.
She said get all of them.
No, she said for each one of us was cleared.
Look, do you want to go back there and tell her you knew where the cake was and you didn't get it?
No, I'm imagining those two are going to take care of things and I won't be a witness.
You're already a witness. Scott, come the fuck on. Or... So I'm arguing with Scott.
Oh, no, you're hearing something behind you.
I look around.
So you see a cow sort of like stutter step to one side and like look around, and then you hear another slapping sound and sort of freaks out and goes in the other direction. And you see other cows doing that, and then you see all the cows doing that. So good old boy.
Yeah.
You can roll.
Okay. Yeah. 16.
You went cow tipping once.
Yeah.
You just want to see what all the fuss was about. Not as easy as it seems.
They're big animals.
They're big animals.
And they can just get up.
And they can just get up. But it's like they're being cow tipped immediately.
Yeah.
Like imagine like 4, maybe 6 or 8 people shoving the animal, and then someone's there to shove it again, and then someone's grabbing at its head and then shoving it from the rear. And you sort of see them get kind of frothy around the mouth, and then you see them being shoved towards you, and then they're running. They're running towards you.
All right.
Really, really fast. This is going to be a violence 5, if anybody's not ready for that. You're moving away.
As am I.
Yeah.
You have violence though?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. 30. I make that send this. So that's now I'm at 5.
All right, so
I'm running to the car at this point. So yeah, I'm just running away. We're, I guess, cut off.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, except that many cattle will break the fuck out of that fence if they all come at it.
oh no, it's
Our options.
maybe the house.
Yeah.
They might break the fuck out of the foundation.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine the car and the house are in 2 places, so they're all.
The car's in front. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're either stampeding towards the car or towards the house.
They're stamping towards the house and the car in front of the house.
Okay, so they're going.
Yeah.
Both. There's 2.
You're running
stampings.
towards the house either way.
Okay, so there's 2 stampings, one towards each direction.
They're sort of converging.
There's enough of them.
Okay. So,
Now there are trees to climb. You could try and get inside the house. You could try and run around the house and jump over the fence and get to your car. That would be the most difficult. Climbing a tree would be closest. Getting inside the house would be a little further away.
I looked to see what is Scott doing. Is he trying to run to the car? Because he has the cookies. I want to make sure the cookies stay intact.
I'm gonna climb a tree.
All right, I climb another tree.
All right. So, are you yelling or just climbing a tree?
I yell out to the other, Stampede!
Cows!
Roll notice. You two.
Ought to. Yeah, I noticed.
35 makes fitness.
Yeah, I got a 5.
No. No, I do not.
You hear the thunder that is not broken cookies with screams. You look behind and see that. Dawood's a little behind you, sort of stumbly walking, but he doesn't see anything. He's in that cookie fever. You know how that is.
Yeah, I know how that is. How close am I to the house?
You're getting pretty close. You would actually be better to go to the house than to a tree.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the house and start yelling, Stampede!
Are you going to get Dawood? He's in the cook.
He kind of is, because he said Stampede.
Yeah, but you're in
It's
the
fine.
You
It's
failed
what he
notice. You're in the
wants.
cookie feud.
They're
you
his
know,
holy animal.
you know when artillery hits in a war movie? It's a lot like that, but with cookies. You're really just trying to get out of it. You knew enough to walk, but you're not differentiating cow from cookie thunder.
Cookie thunder.
No, the cake needs to be retrieved. If the cake needs him to be saved, worst case scenario, he can have a bite of cake.
Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. So, I guess this would be pursuit. You two also need to do fitness.
I did.
I already did.
All
35.
right, so you're in a tree.
Yeah.
Missed it by 5. Pursuit. Wait, what are the conditions to flip?
So, do you have anything?
Actually, that doesn't help. Never mind.
Anything substitutes for pursuit?
Is
Could
your
you say
rage or
your
fear
rage, noble, or fear,
cows?
passion?
No, never mind. No,
Yeah.
didn't even flip it.
You're
didn't
not.
help.
You're not in danger of falling asleep right now.
And no one is trying to sell women to the sex trafficking, and
Not
no
that
one's
type of
driving.
adventure.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dawood, you're gonna
Wait, it's
get.
kind of like traffic. You're really pissed at these. These are shitty drivers. It's like being stuck in traffic.
Kind of like traffic.
So it's a road rage thing. Stop logging
I'm
the
going to say
road.
that's heavy and big. All right, Dawood, you are just flung as you are struck by something.
Can I make a dodge at least, or
You can now, so it doesn't knock you clear, but something clips you real hard in what maybe used to be your kidney. You're not quite sure. Ouch, that hurts. So now you can dodge, say, the rest of the cows behind that one. So yes.
The first one was a surprise, but there's a follow-up.
actually, you know what? I think I'm good.
Okay.
These cow ninjas are a real bitch.
Injured animals. I think that this is kind of the way I'm meant to go out. This is the cow to die on.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know what to roll for that. Knowledge? You know the cows will choose you if it's your time? I don't...
No, I'm saying out of character.
Okay.
If I just got gored by a cow and I was not expecting it, and I'm out in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
there ain't no way.
What I'm saying, whatever you rolled next, you could flip, because injured animals, they're horribly feared, and that is your noble passion.
Well, 99 ain't flipping either way.
It's just what the game
You know,
wants.
I kind of figured this stampede is where I die.
You know what Stolzy says about the three-way conversation? The dice are...
Yeah, the dice kind of informed on that one.
Right.
All right, a certain number of damage is done.
Diode disappears from view.
Yes, Daoud goes under the herd. Did you make yours?
No.
You did not? All right. Well,
Yeah, remember, David, there's already been thunder from the cookies, so you could have just mistaken the stampede for the thunder, and you've been looking at him because he was the one stalking towards the house with a gun. So you just heard that you heard the loud noise, but you didn't look.
Maybe it was a gunshot.
Yeah.
Thud. Oh, wait, it's not.
Yeah. And then you backflip into the rest of them.
So
No,
you
no,
feel
that-
him sort of hit you out the leg and sort of scrape right down it until it sort of quasi lands on the ground in your foot, and there's a cracking sound. And you should really get moving faster. You thought you were running fast, but you should really move faster.
Yep.
Is that a critical hit?
No, it's an 83, and I don't know how I can flip it.
Let's see. Yeah. You already used your one game flip, and it's not your obsession, is it? Okay.
Oh, God. So that's... All right. All right.
It's not good.
It's not a great... Not a great roll for old Peter. Oh, Peter. Poor Peter. Alright. So... There's that.
Do either of us see any of that?
Yeah, the cow's calm.
Yeah.
You're up in the tree.
Yeah.
You see in the milk, in the muddy ground beneath you, a sort of figure appears
Yeah.
in the shape of the milk, like running as the cream through the muddy water as it begins to rain. It's almost like a shadow of something standing there you can't see, but the shadow is made of milk, and it sort of stretches until it doesn't resemble a figure anymore and dissipates.
Is it heading towards the house?
No, it just sort of leaves.
Okay.
The cows sort of calm down. A man's like running around, screaming like at the top of his lung on the back porch. You see Daoud's sort of hand.
Yeah.
It's moving.
Well, if it's safe to go down, I'll jump down and
Yeah.
try and pull him up.
Daoud is hurt.
Yeah.
Like, hurt really badly. A man comes down with a shotgun
Yeah.
in, his, archetypal central casting farming knickers, with, sort of flap on the back. Sure, why
Yeah.
not? He's got a straw hat, too. And he is like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, God.
While he's looking at the gun, I'll take my gun out.
He's not looking at the gun. He's looking at the ground in front of him.
A Daoud?
No, you're a dude.
Okay. I get my gun on him.
The
And
cake.
yeah,
It's in the freezer.
I rush over and try and pull his gun out of his hand.
He lets you.
Okay. I don't look at what he's looking at.
It's right in front of you.
Okay. Do I see it then?
Yeah, you see what's left of Peter.
All right.
This is like a 7 violence.
Oh, I fail.
He died real bad.
All right, that's a failure for violence.
How you gonna do this?
I'm running into the safe place, the farmhouse.
Alright, you run inside the house.
Yeah.
Kids are like in a living room.
Yeah.
Like, well, they're on their phones. But a mother looks concerned. You have 2 guns.
Yeah.
You're covered in mud and milk.
Yeah.
You're just inside. She screams and runs the children upstairs.
Okay. If I can do a thing, I will go to the refrigerator.
Okay. You open the freezer.
Yeah.
We'll do what you do. What are you doing?
Making my way down the tree.
Oh, no, yeah, you're down there. You see Daoud. You see the man's, trying to slap what he thinks is Peter's face.
So Daoud is physically intact.
For the time being,
Yeah.
he could use some help.
Well, I don't have healing penis cake, but I do have still half of a broken cookie, so I'll put a quarter of a cookie in his mouth.
Oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. He's not healed, though. But you know that the cookie's beauty, and it's a good thing to see as you die, but you're dying. What you need is life, the essence of it, made cake.
And the word became cake.
And that could save you.
My friend, you send me to heaven.
Well,
So you're not
I mean, that
are you
wasn't
not
what
mentioning the cake?
Well, I've already.
Yeah,
told
you already
them.
mentioned it to me. That's why I went to the freezer.
Cookie won't.
Oh, I remember. So I need cake. I need the fucking cake. I want the cake. I want the cake. Say yes to the cake.
So so you see Tyler has a frozen cake with the guns on top of the little cellophane cake.
cake and guns akimbo.
It's sort of throbbing.
Oh.
You can hear it sort of walking around the field as injured cows bellow at the sky and it rains.
Skeet, skeet, mom.
Tyler doesn't know where he's going.
Tyler,
Cake.
yes, bring it here.
Cake. Cake. Cake.
Guys, I want to apologize so much for what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
You gotta slice the slice. Do you accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior?
This is awful. Just die, Dowd. He's not worth it.
No. I'm going to cross that line twice. Did you just circumcise the cake?
Maybe.
Went to a weird place. I'm sorry, people.
Okay.
Unknown fucking armies.
Hey, erotic cake is in the book.
I know.
And it is scattered out. This is not me. All right. Okay. So, do you accept the life-giving cake?
I do. I'm going to be crossing that identity off the sheet.
You could be reformed. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Good news.
um,
There are now 3 of us.
Yeah.
You don't die. You, in fact, heal a little bit, and that thing stopped gushing. And, bones aren't looking good, but maybe someone will set them one day.
Yeah.
His neck goes out from that weird angle, and it's sort of better than it looked before. And, he seems to be recoverable, maybe?
Yeah, well, Scott and I are trying to get him to the van with the items, and then we're driving to Wendy.
Oh, no, Wendy's there. She's in the driveway.
Cake.
She's talking to the farmer guy.
Cake.
Cookies.
Hi.
She sort of gives him an envelope. It's okay, we'll talk later. And he just sort of like stupefyingly walks back into the house.
Video. I'm pointing at
I got it already. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you have the other things?
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So she looks them over. It's like, bit of a problem here.
Oh, here, I give her the part that I didn't eat.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but there should be 33 of them. And somebody took a little off the top of the cake. That wasn't the deal. Look, no touch.
Cake?
Yeah, I see that. So, I mean, if you're going to be skimming on me, I can't let it go, but you did handle it. And, but I got to deal with, you let poor Peter die. So I got to deal with that. I had to, expend some favors on that. So here's the deal. I won't double your debt, but one of you still owes me. Which one is it? I'll let you guys decide. That's not for me.
It's not?
No, I just collect the debts. That's my job.
Oh. But can it be Peter because he's dead?
No.
His debt died with him.
Actually, that's
it
the
didn't.
problem.
He has family. So I'll deal with them later. But you need to worry about yourselves right now. So which one is it?
Daoud ate the cake.
It's fine with me, Daoud.
I was dead without the cake. If I'm going to live, I must be the one to pay it back.
That works for me. If he's going to skim off the top, he picked the right one. I could really use a guy who can't die. Anyway, it's been great working with you all. Thank you for paying back your debts like good people. So many people just want free handouts, and I really appreciate you doing the work that's necessary for that. And it really helps me out. And you're going to be my people when it comes to be my time. And I'm not going to take care of you. Going to keep track of you. Someone will be watching. I want you to know that.
Oh.
And things will be
better?
More orderly when I'm in charge. So I have a seat at the table, so don't worry about it.
I don't suppose these wounds will heal.
Oh, they'll heal eventually. Yeah, you should maybe read on poisons. I could use you for a lot of stuff. Like maybe a little poisoning here and there. Should be good. Yeah. No, I'll figure it out. It'll come. It sort of comes to me in the moment. But it was great working with you all. Enjoy. I've got to get these refrigerated. So I need to get back to town so you guys can take care of yourself. He's not going to call the cops until I want him to. And I'll save that for a later date. So you guys just take your time, get your stuff together, go home, take a shower. And it was great. If you ever need anything from my friends, I am there for you in your time of need. That's what friends do. They help each other when they need it.
Are you the devil?
No, I'm not the devil.
Oh. Because you act like the devil.
No, I don't act like the devil.
The whole deal thing?
Well, yeah, but if I'm the devil, this is hell. This is how the world works. You die if you don't take debt. People get power by not accepting payment. It's the way the world works. I mean, it's the only thing working well right now. Look at it. You know the greatest book that's ever been written, according to this capitalism? 50 Shades of Grey. Donald Trump's the president. This reality's on its way out. And I know the boat that's leaving. Yeah. And I'm getting on it. And I'm going to be just fine. And you've helped me do that. Because these are big favors. And that's the thing about a favor. It always comes back to you twofold. Just remember that. And think of me.
I don't think I can't not. I just stagger.
No, she's in her car already.
Yeah.
She said, thanks.
Yeah.
Driving away.
I just got 1,000 hertz there. Stare off.
So, that was the Great American Bakery Ascension.
Wow.
Good job. To get a basic idea of the mechanic. I probably won't call for checks as often, but I wanted to try.
You think?
And I probably won't go that hardcore.
Yeah.
In a campaign, we will let things build up.
Yeah.
But that was it. Questions, comments, reactions. I would appreciate critique of how to run it better, because it's my first time and all that kind of stuff. So, seem like something you want to do more of? What would you want to change about it? You know, anything like that.
Well, first observation. Succeed on a roll, you're going to get way more inured to whatever it is you succeed on, so good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I did probably call too many of those. That's my own critique. I should probably tone back the check.
I went up like 4 or 5 notches.
Yeah, and that's a lot for one session. But it was a one shot, and I wanted to shoot things out. I also had
That's why I was playing my guys.
I also had a lot of, scenes ending. Someone comes in with a gun and stuff. I probably won't do that as often, but
Well, and just have to ask, who was tipping the cows, or was that Wendy?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so there's a whole plot. Do you want to know the whole plot?
Yes.
All right, so the Great American Bakery Ascension, they did the show. The baker, who is basically the avatar of the cook, the most essential of human activities, made aesthetically beautiful, sort of embodying that taboo and paradox. Tried to get the show to ascend. Because they didn't have a avatar yet, but they'd become Guidewalker, sort of became naked goddess levels, and after curing Peggy Plum's cancer in an attempt to earn their way to godhood, they learned that they were doomed in the show no matter what they made, even though they were the best, and yet they cooked anyway, knowing that it had no benefit to them and solely for the nourishment of a man that hated them, Tim Vegas, and through doing so embodied the cook, the selflessness of it, and ascended. And so the cookies embodied the cook, but a little bit wrong. So because cooking must always contain happy accidents, the cookies transfer the emotion of the cook, the dedication to craft and perfection, despite the hopelessness of it never being recognized for it. But there's a happy accident in cooking all the time. So that transferred as the very concept of beauty, but the aftertaste assures such beauty will never be perceived again in any sense. So it is the absolute knowledge that was the peak of your sensory attainment. That cookie was it. Everything will fail. Sex, not as good as that cookie. TV, music, pretty much everything in your life pales in comparison. So Tim Vegas, a man who relied on his aesthetic, had his volume knob for beauty turned down and broken off by eating the cookie.
So it's a quick descent into suicide.
Yeah. So the erotic cake, because they were the Godwalker, their individual power was to, it grants immortality, not against natural wounds, but you can drink all you want and eat shitty food and never get cancer, and so Peggy Plum's going to live forever until a car hits her. And as a result of that, she was being trapped by the PTA, which was the Church of the Mother Avatar, who'd heard of the dick cake and wanted to secure it for the eternal life of their children so they could forever receive the mother archetype.
So you're saying the mother wanted the D?
Yeah, well, I didn't go there.
You kind of did.
I didn't go for the symbolism, okay? The erotic cake also could have killed the Phantasm, which is sent by the Order of Corpulentus, which is a hard-right American deism sect that attains immaterial servants by eating illegal immigrants. And for every 10 pounds they get, they gain another servant. So they had people trying to see it, and the people that were meant to retrieve it, because the Phantasms can't physically carry stuff, they can just do poltergeist stuff, like scare cattle and loosen screws and cause poltergeist shit, were the Fasci Boys, which were students at the Robert Clemson University, and they were basically alt-right douchebags trying to get into the Order.
So these are in the book or in the setting?
No, I added the Fasci Boys, but they're basically alt-right assholes who want to eat illegal immigrants, but they don't know how yet, so they're running errands until they can.
I see.
So yeah, the Sleepers were also in there.
What was the egg timer?
Just unnatural phenomenon, warning you that shit was going to happen, along with the the radio and all the other shit, because you were around the visual proof of the ascension of a god, and so weird shit happens around that. And also there were ghosts in the room, so they were fucking with shit.
So can I ask about Wendy? Who or what is she, or do we get to know that one?
So in my version of it, Wendy is trying to usurp the avatar of the merchant, which she feels is the actual perception of how all commerce works, in that she is the usurer. Her power is debt and slavery. She gives people favors and then supernaturally demands payment with interest, and through that grows. So by giving away her wealth, she accrues more by demanding it back at high interest at inopportune times. So she's got powers. If you would like to play the usurer, for 1 to 50, you coerce self equal to the tens place of the identity if they owe you something. At 51 to 70, you check the tab of anyone to see who they owe financially or spiritually. If they owe you, you can then coerce them on unnatural using the tens place. At 71 to 90, you can find the center of balance of need. On a successful roll, find the worst time for a person to be in need. You don't know what they need, you just know when and where it will happen. So she can be there when your friend needs to be able to sell a car so they don't get killed by a meth dealer. Or she can know when your heart's about to burst, or that kind of stuff. And then on 91 plus, you can inspire physical retribution for unpaid debts by random passerbys. So if you don't give Wendy her money, you're being mean to that nice lady, and some, say, young street tough will not take kindly to that, or a cop will come by, or an IRS crew will happen around to enforce her. So basically she can summon goons unwitting goons to enforce her debts.
Nice.
So it's DeVos.
So yeah, all right, cool. I had fun. I like the system. It worked really well, but too many checks for.
Yeah, I need to rack back a bit. You'd probably survive a little better if you had fucking magic.
Yeah,
but on the other hand, great for a one shot.
Yeah.
Did it feel Unknown Armies-y?
Yeah,
I don't know what that feel is, but
having polished off you this weekend, yes.
Yeah. I did think if it's just a ridiculous stream of one thing after another, apparently that's what we're going for.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't. The book Super doesn't really have an arc, but I love it anyway because it's just more horrible shit's happening.
Godwalker's kind of the same, just fewer pages.
The feel that I got off of it was along the lines of horror, but it's not the helplessness or horror that you would get from a Call of Cthulhu game as much as it is a strange horror in the fact that weird things are going to happen. You have no idea what is going to happen and when. And so it's going to be a little bit more surprising than just, okay, it's cosmic horror you can't comprehend. This is, no, you can comprehend this. It's just fucked up.
It was very in keeping with the tagline, "We did it."
Yeah, this is Yeah, it's a type of horror that you don't feel helplessness when the crazy shit starts happening. You just realize after the fact you were helpless all along.
And yeah, the craziness probably won't stop happening.
Yeah.
So, by the way, if you'd had the dick cake when you saw the ghost and you throw the dick cake at the ghost, it kills a natural being. And that's not just the magical Godwalker erotic cake.
That's
Any
all.
cake shaped like a piece of genitalia will murder an unnatural creature if thrown at it.
Or boob cakes.
Yeah, boobs, dicks, vulvas. If it's a cake and you can throw it at a ghost, it just obliterates it from existence.
I really want to see that.
With the collision of light, it does damage like a firearm.
Yeah.
Only like two intangible beings.
What happens to the cake?
And that is in the book, and I could not go one session without using that.
So the next Ghostbuster movie is going to be great. Is what you're saying.
So, what happens to the cake when it hits the ghost, though?
I mean, it shatters. It is a cake you threw on the ground, but it does decimate a spiritual creature.
Yeah, and the only problem with that, though, is we couldn't.
And you probably see some sort of plausibly deniable flash of something. I was proud of the cow thing. I did not think about that until the moment. It's my proudest.
I was wondering if
moment.
the farmer was an aggromancer or something. He was like hoarding the.
Maybe, I don't know. See, so like if we do the campaign and you're in it, like you could hear about some weird shit that went down on a farm where cows stigmatted their milk and stampeded.
Nice.
I had just pegged it as, the dick cake was a fertility symbol and it was causing the cows to overflow. It was making the farm
No, the cookies needed milk
and honey.
immediately.
It's an archetype. The platonic ideal of cookies. All right. Well, that's been a good game. We'll talk to you guys later.